Next March Madness, the Battle of the Moms.
I want to revote. I want to revote.
I want to recount.
It's rigged. It's rigged. I'm telling you, rigged.
Yes. So between that,
people on my enemy list are now flipping out right now.
there you go.
Hey,
Move over.
I try to help you.
You tried.
You're the one with the streaming channel.
Shit.
Hello, welcome to Taco Otaku episode 31. In honor of March Madness, we're gonna have a March Madness type podcast where battle arcs,
Shonen Jump.
Some of our favorite battle arcs are gonna go off on each other.
Woo!
Yeah, see which one Sakaga is the best, I guess, right?
There you go.
And today, what's my name? Frank.
You're Frank.
Yes.
Last time I checked, you're Frank.
Yeah. I'm
Today
Miles, and he's Ray. And
there you go. Now you know everybody that's here.
There you go. Everyone check them out.
No fourth chair today, so it's an empty wall on the other side.
There you go. Hello, Mr. Wall.
In addition to the March Madness tournament we're going on, we're gonna share our weeks and news, a bit of news.
A little bit, just a little bit.
So why don't we start with our weeks? And I want to hear what Miles has to say.
Yeah, I was like,
I heard some Final Fantasy, and I'm like, okay, let's go.
All right. So I took a little detour from last time because I think all of us, our last episode, we all went in talked about Rebirth,
Mm-hmm.
the 5-7 part 2, I guess. So I decided to go backwards, and I went to finish the DLC because I ran out of time because my PlayStation Plus was expiring. To play the rest of, I guess, Yuffie's, I guess, story mission, the intermission.
I have. Okay, so did you renew?
No.
Okay, so I was looking at my bank account.
Oh.
I was like, what the heck? 168? What did I get charged for?
Oh.
And I'm guessing it was around the same time you're talking about. And I'm like, damn, I should have. How could you cancel that?
Well, you have to go. You have to go and you have to tell it on the internet or the.
You can't
web.
just do it on your PS5.
You do it on PlayStation. Or do you have to go on the computer?
You have to go on the computer and do it.
Of course.
They make it hard.
It's almost like it's designed that way.
Welcome subscriptions, Frank. That's how it works.
Whoops! Did you forget? Whoops a doodle.
Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I might have mentioned it because I was kind of annoyed that somebody came over my house, used my PlayStation, and accidentally bought
everything,
the premium thing, and
including
they bought
Spider-Man 2.
Yes, yes,
I remember.
And they changed it to like Russian.
Yeah.
Hopefully, didn't get hacked, Frank.
So now I have, because I thought it was just gonna be a one-time thing. Anyways, I was sorry.
Part of the Kremlin, confirm.
So you were
welcome, comrade.
Yes.
You were playing intermission because of the expiring premium.
Yeah, expiring premium because it expired tentatively last Wednesday. So like, I could Rebirth or I could finish this DLC, which is because if I didn't, it would cost me $20. It's like, nope, I don't want to do that. So
save that money.
So I don't do it. It's not. It's pretty short, compared like to remake. It's
how long was it, or how long did it take you?
Like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, well, okay.
It depends. The side quests because I was doing a couple of Fort Condor because that's in I guess in there. Fort Condor is like it's weird. It's a weird like mini battle system which like they have.
It's like a defensive kind of.
You get little
game.
pawns and you have to destroy the other base before they destroy your base.
Fair enough. Or your base belong to us.
So it's a very. I guess it's interesting. I think they brought it back for in Rebirth. I think.
I believe so, though I've not gotten there.
So I guess it's a little harder to understand than Queen's Blade because that seems to me simpler than Fort Condor. But that's just me right now. But pretty much we go pretty much through the events of Final Fantasy Remake. Pretty much, Yuffie shows up. She kind of just like I guess she's sneaking in to Sector 7. And kind of like, what's going on here? I'm trying to get a new. She's looking for a new materia, pretty much, or some like special. Well, to change the tides of the war, or whatever.
She loves her materia.
And so pretty much, she sneaks her into Midgar, and I guess it's because you do get a buddy to I guess her to fight with, but you can't really control him.
Oh.
So pretty much, So in this game, you kind of like you could control his actions during the command menu, kind of like tell him things in it, but you can't switch over and play him directly.
Mm-hmm.
But Yuffie and him could synchronize.
Oh.
So they do attacks together, and that causes more.
Just like in Rebirth.
More damage together. I guess. I mean, pretty much it's just like a
crazy.
It's like what is it called? Synergies. The center.
Yeah, Synergy. No.
Yeah, I forgot the new ones in Rebirth.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, Yuffie's pretty neat because I guess she has the ability rate to do all the elemental spells like off the bat. And I guess she's a ninja too.
Yeah, she is.
And like, okay, that's a thing.
Miles, he's so young. He doesn't know Final Fantasy VII. He's adorable. It's my first time.
I said, it's pretty sure you go through pretty much Sector 7 and you'll straight to, I guess, the Shinra Tower, and then that's pretty much it. It's pretty sort of quick. No, there are a lot of things that I think are important and not important, like because we got some weird, I guess the equivalent called Kingdom Hearts nonsense. Because Nomura, of course,
there's a lot.
There's Kingdom Hearts nonsense going on here, light, darkness, Van only has one art style,
He likes long, spiky hair.
And like long, spiky hair, and he just like the color black, and like the more elaborate, the more parts and stitches going on these people's clothes. That's like, chef's kiss. I must do this every single game I make. We're not trying to spoil too much. It is a nice thing to, it's a good, like, while you're waiting for Rebirth, of course,
right.
A good thing to play with. But, are you missing real in the story?
Yeah. I was going to ask, do you feel, is it worth the investment money-wise? Since you said it's $20, correct?
Yeah, it's, I guess, an add-on, I guess. Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you enjoy, because they do a lot of things, because since it's very short, but also at the same time, it's like, it's just more of the same, because it's weird going backwards from playing Rebirth for like a hot second, going back to like, this is a little jarring here. I can't move as much as I could. And there's a lot of...
That's true. I imagine she makes an appearance in Rebirth, despite I can't 100% confirm it.
Yeah, well,
she doesn't.
I guess the only interesting, they do show like how they end up at COM, the OG group.
Oh, yes.
Because that kind of was like weird. Like, I guess then they arrived somehow through the portal.
Right.
And they pretty much, they just hide. They literally...
Have I told you my tragic backstory?
They like dumb, I guess, got tailgated. No, what's it called? Yes.
Hitch a ride,
and that's how they got to COM.
There you go.
So, and that's like, there's a story plot to move forward. But that's pretty much it. It's fine, short. It's more, more content. At the time we were waiting for Rebirth, and who knows? You probably wait for that when, I guess we always said we made a goofy trick. Requiem,
Reunion,
and
I'm putting money down now. I'm with Richard.
Yeah, so that's the other thing I did test out this week was the Sandland demo. Sandland for Toriyama's other work. It's a famous work he worked on.
That's probably third famous. Would be my guess.
Well, I guess also there's
Dr. Slump.
Dr. Slump, yeah. So it is weird because it's a PS5 game. And I guess the only top of the characters this time. This is me just picking what's going on because I never read.
Right.
Sandland. So there's a demon, Beelzebub. Who is it? Oh, it's Beelzebub.
Wow. It's the son of Satan.
That's the son of Satan? Mr. Satan?
Yeah, different same.
And I guess him and an old man and I guess another demon are in the sand, like pretty much a desert area. And I guess
yes.
And they're exploring around to find water.
Yes, because it's like a post-apocalyptic kind of setting where everything's gone and it's just a big desert and a lot of tanks and equipment and vehicles.
Yeah, there's a lot. I could see where like all the capsule core, capsule core rejects,
Dragon Ball designs.
Then they make like, it's here. Okay, got it. No, the mechs.
He was having the mechs from the Z's.
The tanks. Everything's still like kind of capsule. Like, are you sure this is not off-brand of Capsule Corp? Are you sure?
Does Bomo know you have this?
Because even like they even have capsules too. Like no, they literally have.
No,
like okay, so this is like Dragon Ball. Like, is this a Dragon Ball? Like the post future?
There you go. What happens when Goku dies in the timeline?
Yeah, there you go. It's like the multiverse.
Whoa, man, whoa! And when does Chrono Trigger happen?
Yeah,
he's back to fix the timeline. He is Trunks. There it is.
There, confirmed. Overall, the gameplay is simple. Pretty much. It's a demo, so not everything's 100% up to snuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some weird glitches here and there in that game.
Oh. hopefully we get
Well,
through
pretty
it.
much it gives you. It's a lot of exploration, kind of like your Breath of the Wild, things like that. You know,
Big open world.
you know they give you 3, I guess, weapons or 3 vehicles to play with,
Mm.
and you just travel the map and you defeat dinosaurs and all this other weird
Random Toriyama nonsense.
Toriyama nonsense. And kind of like, yeah, this. Yeah,
You're like, yeah, all right.
yeah. And they explore like little caverns and stuff like that. Because there I found a couple like ruins you go into, grab treasure, come out. Seems pretty basic. Has the font's weird though because the font's very tiny.
Oh,
So I was trying to play on a big TV and I couldn't read the text. I had to switch to a smaller monitor to read the text because for some reason so small to read what's going on.
oh, that reminds me of what's Outer Worlds? Outer World. What's the Outer Worlds is the
Outer Worlds is the Obsidian game.
right? Yes, that one. Because
Outer Wilds
is the other game.
The other game,
which I still haven't played.
Fun-
which I
fun
hear good
game.
things. Indeed.
we should play DLC one day.
Indeed. But yes, the other one, I remember having that problem when it first came on the Xbox. I was like trying to look at the TV, like, I can't read this shit, so I had to move to the PC. Thanks, Game Pass.
Yeah, because it's like it's first. I know it's just it's the beginning game. It's a hopefully it fixes that because I cannot read this.
It's annoying a little bit.
And it's weird because also I guess Beelzebub has like certain moves, but you have to charge him up first. Like he has to get enough energy by punching dinosaurs and gets enough energy to do his certain attacks. Hopefully they change that in the final release or something. It's kind of weird.
Sounds like Toriyama.
Very much you go around, explore. You can explore. It's a big area. They give you a big size to work with, but it's a lot of like pieces in here. It's like you get you can customize each of your mechs and give you a giant mech suit. I guess a little cycle kind of like Bulma's little in Dragon Ball, her little
Bike.
she had kind of it's the same look, but it's more circular.
Right.
And then you get a tank because you need a tank.
There is a tank. I remember that.
But overall, it's fine. It's a little glitchy, but it's a demo, so you can't really argue too against it. And overall, I think it looks pretty nice. And the load times are fast travel is pretty quick, but of course PS5 game. I like to think
the power.
I think release date's later on, but it might be today. I don't know.
Oh,
that's one of the things I did. I was trying to. I want to play a demo for the podcast, and I then thought like, oh yeah, did it came out? So I think it may be out because it's in the store. It says it's $70, so it might be out already. I don't know.
No.
But it was very interesting. Can't wait for the full release, I guess.
There you go. Well, that's promising at least.
And that concludes my week.
You all right there, host?
He needs water.
He's choked
too.
up.
Wow, that was emotional.
That was a hell of a preview.
All right, then I guess we'll move on to Ray. How was your week?
That's me. My week is pretty lousy, to be honest, when it comes to podcast material. I played like 3 hours of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, so that's something in the last 2 weeks.
And I rode the chocobo, and that's all I did.
I did bring the chocobo, and we went to the swamp, and there might have been something there in the swamp, and that was as far as like pretty much
The swamp thing.
But I did explore, the regions outside or the little towns around, all the little side quests with some old, silly, familiar faces, I guess, from Remake. Yeah, it's fun. It's cute. I'm still having a good time with it. But like I said, very little in the last 2 weeks of it. But I'm hoping to be better on it in the next future because I know we have we have on the schedule, we have our review for the current anime season. And then after that will be our update of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So we have 4 weeks, gentlemen, and hopefully I will be a better gamer by then.
We will get out.
I'm gonna get out of that swamp. I'm gonna get out of the swamp.
I'm just doing the side quest. I haven't seen the swamp yet.
There you go. So yeah, that was my very small, sad update on Final Fantasy VII. Still overall enjoying it, and hopefully be better about it. One Piece. I have One Piece. I have some One Piece for you, Frank.
I should have started with you.
Well, thanks. Man.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
And there goes Miles. Beep beep. And there goes Miles.
Well, no, it wouldn't be a generous Frank hosts his podcast if Frank at least run me over at least once before we
That's true. At least you weren't a blue screen of death today, Miles.
Oh yeah, upgrade.
So One Piece, yes. So I mentioned last week I was, I guess on the first, Fishman. We don't talk about that anymore. But was it Punk? Something Punk?
Punk Hazard?
Punk Hazard, there you go. We're on Punk Hazard, and There was big babies walking around and everything.
Well, I mean
Oda likes them big. He really likes them big. So that's still He's still sticking true on that front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. It was
The bigger
okay.
the better.
The bigger the better. He man, I know what. Like I said, I know what his tags are.
He was really loving it when it was Super Size Me at McDonald's.
Sign me up. He couldn't help himself. But yeah, so it was okay. I remember Frank. I think he said he was short. It wasn't short. He was longer than it needed to be, in my opinion.
True, but shorter than
The next part.
Shorter than Fishman Island, I think.
That's probably true. That's
and
probably
definitely
true.
shorter than the next part.
Okay. So I'm at what is it? Something Rosa?
Tres Rosa,
That's what it is.
Spain.
And yeah, it's I guess I'm in the middle of it. There's the whole exchange. The party has broken up to several groups.
You're reading it, right?
I'm reading the manga,
Okay.
yes.
He is not gonna watch.
And I still haven't. I'm kind of curious to see like the time skip animation, because I know Frankie mentioned the whole Nico Robin, the color change, I guess.
But you should be able to tell.
I have. Since you mentioned,
Oh wait, not the color, right?
yeah, right, not the color manga, right, black and white. But I have noticed he's also a little bit more horny. It seems like now these days.
Who?
The creator himself.
Oh,
We got Robin wearing this very skimpy dress. Still not Nami every time. Nami walking around with her bikini all day. It's like, boy, okay, well, all right. He's all in now.
well, I don't know what his situation is. he is drawing more provocative.
So I was just saying, it's like one of those things I can't help but notice. Like, there's a difference here from before time skip and after time skip, and quite the growth spurt, perhaps, as I mentioned earlier on.
in some weird places, I guess.
Yes,
I'm curious about that. Like, is it him like saying, "Okay, I'm established, and now I'm gonna just draw what I want," or is it him?
The numbers are down.
He changed, or
He changed.
or when you say numbers are down, I gotta do something.
Gotta keep the kids interested. Ooh, boobies.
Huh.
That'll do the trick, I suppose. But yeah, I'm in the middle of it, and you've spent a lot of time with it's like something Law, the guy with the hat and the sword.
Oh, but his name is complicated, like Trafalgar.
Oh yeah, it's like a mouthful, so that's why I can't even remember it. His power confuses me.
Everybody just calls him Law.
Law, okay.
Yeah, he has like 3 different powers
Yeah, that's a thing that feels
because he
like
does
cheating.
the room thing
Right.
A room thing. Oh, here we go.
where
He has like his own.
Stand
he can teleport
or
different
pulling it-
objects between his.
the main expansion.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's basically pulling a chapter black, which we'll get to in the main podcast.
Oh, is it
Or the main topic.
Territory, right?
Yes, territory.
And I
that's what
guess
it
he
is.
can chop anything in there too.
Yes?
Are
Question
you sure it's
mark?
not the main expansion? Sounds like the main
And the other
expansion.
thing that he can do, which I don't know if they mentioned, is he can give eternal life to one person.
Why not? Fuck it. Why not? It
Oh.
seems like his power just keeps
So-
growing. He's pulling a Deku at this point.
Someone use a simple domain to like cancel that out, so that way, it
And then
all
Yeah, you go. If I use the negative domain or whatever it is, energy.
Yeah, and it cancels it out.
Hey, don't spoil it. I'm on season 1.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at. It's interesting that Oda really likes to do the world building of the One Piece universe, where everyone has some connection and the history, and we have the secret of the missing 100 years and blah 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 blah, without getting too many spoilers. So I'm curious to see what he does with it, but at the same time, it seems like almost an afterthought sometimes regarding that stuff. But we'll see. Maybe I'll get more into that, because at the meanwhile, I'm just like, shonen fight, let's go, and they're kind of delivering that sometimes for me when it comes to all that, because Luffy's like in his own tournament arc for some reason. And that's the thing, is like that whole excuse for that tournament arc seems a pretty loosey-goosey. Like, well, I can't have Luffy in the scene.
Numbers
so
are
keep him
numbers
distracted.
Numbers are down. That's what it's sign of him, right?
Yeah.
Just like put him in an arc here, while distract him while this is going on over here. It's fine.
It feels a little bit like that on the moment, but as a person who's been going through One Piece, I've enjoyed it, but I can't say I've ever like I said, the most like I got into it was the Enos Lobby stuff, and after that, I've been kind of like, it's okay, just kind of tugging along, just going through like
Don't worry,
chapter 700 something now.
Technically, when you get to chapter 1000,
that's when it really
that's when it
when
really,
Gear 5 happens. That's when I won't be able to see straight. Apparently,
wait till Gear 6.
All the gears. But yeah, that's my little update. I got a little bit into it late at night. When I'm like, just a few chapters, and reading a little bit more than I planned to, but
shakes his head.
There's a little sometime, and there's the naked, half naked female. I forgot her. That's another. Him and female characters in general are kind of going on the decline overall. Now the more I think of both in design and their fighting prowess. So
just like
every other shonen, it's a little. I guess disappointing. It's like, another one.
Well, it's such a shame, right? Just they're pouring another one. It's not bad stuff from the end, at least I hope.
Not there just yet. It's just a little disappointing. I guess.
Yeah, it could just be like, just like the real guy just forget.
Well, there's that one. Well, there's Toriyama. Toriyama just says they just don't.
Who's the launch?
Bulma's the smart one. We'll leave it at that.
Actually, granted, I'm gonna of all of them. Bulma's like without her, the whole.
Well, Goku and everyone else. What's Vegeta doing to pay the bills? He ain't doing shit. Let me tell you that.
It's like the only one who's like,
Bulma on her patents. That's what's paying the bills. That's what's paying the fucking bills. All right?
God destruction. There's Bulma right afterwards.
All right, exactly. Pretty much. Actually, technically, you get a super nonsense. That's how that works. So yeah, that's the One Piece update this week. And then the one thing that me and Miles have been doing, which is kind of,
random,
nerdy, sci-fi adjacent to the thing we do here every week or every other week here on the internet, is we dived into Star Wars Clone Wars. Right?
Clone Wars. Not the Terragitsky one, because that one's not. No,
that one's not canon anymore.
Which one?
The CG Clone Wars, the TV show one. I don't know if you dive into this world, Frank.
The cartoons?
Yeah, but the 3D cartoons.
Okay.
Yeah, we started going through all. I think it's 7 seasons.
7 seasons of fun nonsense.
Which one is not canon anymore?
The old one that was done by the Dexter Laboratory guy. The 2D one. Before it came out right before episode 3 hit theaters. If you saw that one, where General Grievous actually looks menacing for once.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Check it out, Frank. Check it out. Those were good. I'll say that. That is the new Clone Wars, I guess. The canon Clone Wars ? It varies. It goes from like, this is actually pretty good to like, oh fuck me, get me out of here.
And then sometimes like what? But why?
And it just feels like season 1, they're trying to figure out like, what do we want to do? How to do this animation? It's kind of clunky, but it's season 1. It's fine. It gets the pass, it gets the job done. But I guess feel like there are some times where they have like a good story idea and characters to build upon, but they don't spend enough time on it to really flash out these ideas. And it seems like a missed opportunity. And there are times they spent way too many episodes on this really stupid story idea that doesn't need to be as long. So
they'll leave and are okay, we're done, right? And it comes back, and somehow they get pulled back into the same plot again afterwards.
There's this weird thing where there are multiple parts to a little arc, I guess, but like they'll stop an episode very randomly and weirdly into the story beat, and it just picks up right again afterwards, right? Because you can stream it all on the Disney Plus shit, and it's just kind of weird, I guess. It seems like they don't know how to do an episodic, or they're trying to be episodic, but they're not. It's an ongoing story. But sometimes they just clunker down. And plus, I love when they try to do some things that goes beyond what the movies tell you, but then the show goes, no, never mind, we lied to you. That doesn't count anymore. So a lot of sometimes hand-waving magicalness
a lot of Jedi
to avoid spoilers.
Jedi mind tricks, you argue.
But now we know who Ahsoka is, so that's something.
Yeah, that's for Anakin again.
I'm going to be ready for the new Ahsoka show it's already out, right?
According to the time, I think after this we're gonna watch Rebels.
Oh no, there's more.
And I think after that, then we could watch the new stuff.
Oh yeah. Why do I do this to myself, Miles? As an old Star Wars fan, I guess.
For content.
I guess so. For the podcast.
I got to know. It's always your curiosity gets you. You know that, right?
That's true. God damn it, I hate myself. I watched all of original Naruto. So what am I? Who do I think I'm faking out here?
Every single one, including
Hey, it's the bad guy from episode 1. Let's go see what he's up to. You ever state that? You ever saw that, Philip Frank?
No,
exactly.
I don't think so.
What was his, like, Mizuki or something? The guy with the gray hair that tells Naruto he's the Nine-Tails in episode 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he shows up in the filler arcs and after he beats up someone beats up him and Sasuke for them is the way I should say it.
So Sasuke get back in the hospital somehow.
Yeah, and then there's the mission with the snake lady, which is like, oh, that was a good idea, and they didn't do anything with her after that. And that was a wasted opportunity too. A lot of missed opportunities in those Naruto filler arcs.
Are you sure it's not 270 episodes, huh?
At least I stopped at Shippuden. At least at some point, I gave up. I threw in the flag.
I said no.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it anymore. Yeah, I still watch the openings and endings, though. That's the good part, at least. But yes, you know I love Star Wars when I'm already tangent into Naruto, so believe it. I hope it gets there. Like I said, there's some parts where it's good, but right now I feel like there's a highlights. Oh, and honestly, the chronological order is all over the place too. Certain episodes, there is an episode a character dies in season 2 and he just shows up randomly in season 3, like just nonchalantly just walks back up on screen like he did died.
And it's funny because I think Ray was looking up, it's like, oh, there's an actual canon way to watch this show, and we're watching it wrong. We should have. You gotta see season 3 episode 2, and then you gotta go to 1 and part 5, and it's like he was telling this whole convoluted, like, what? Why would he design it like this?
It's like I'm waiting for the one pace cut of Star Wars Clone Wars at this point because it's all over the place. It was like a definitely sanity check though. It was like, this guy's dead. And no one's like calling off like this is a zombie walking around.
Yeah, I was like, no, there's no like, and it's this guy this whole time or some kind of like, mind trick, whatever. But now I guess
like I know I'm not always paying attention to the show, but I'm paying attention just enough to catch on a dead man walking into
Who's
the scene.
Who's that dead man?
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it's like I said, mixed bag. Hopefully, I guess I'd have to ask people what's the good season. But what are we 4 seasons in now?
We're in beginning of 4.
I think we just started 4. So fingers crossed. This is when it gets good.
Hey, just like
Enos Lobby, here we come.
Yeah, just never after episode 66. That's when it gets good.
Yeah, that's 870 79. That's when it really takes off. But yeah, that's it for my week. A little Final Fantasy, a little One Piece, and too much Star Wars, perhaps. All right, Frank, I believe it's your turn, my friend.
All right, cool. Well, let's see. What did I do last time? I'm still playing Final Fantasy, also Rebirth. You
haven't beaten yet, Frank?
No.
Pull those numbers up.
I don't think. I mean, right now, I was playing it before you picked me up.
Pity.
I'm almost at Cosmo Canyon.
Okay. Oh, right. Yes.
I read the little town before that.
Another homecoming, right? Or am I getting confused?
I don't know what you mean by homecoming.
Okay, well, it's all right. We'll figure it out.
But I'm there. I'm not in that region. We were Gold Saucer, the desert area. Then now I'm heading towards Cosmo Canyon, even though we haven't talked about it. It was just like, yeah. Anyways, that's where I am. I don't want to say too much about it. Yeah, spoilers and stuff. Unless you want me to.
No, Frank. No.
I'm ready.
4 more weeks, Frank. 4 more weeks. Give me time. Give me a chance.
I will say one thing about it.
They're all dead.
I haven't got to come yet. I'm still in the swamp.
I just
What's in the swamp?
I got this sword and I feel like it looks identical to a sword from Genshin Impact.
Oh.
I'm like, what? What are you doing here? Have you played Genshin Impact?
He's the Genshin.
Yeah, I play it. No.
Okay, so the Claymore, the Skyward Claymore, it looks like the Skyward Claymore.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know that one.
I think
Skyward Claymore.
Because
I think it's called Skyward.
Certain characters can use only great swords, and that's a good. If you find it, it's a good sword to get.
So does it look like the Master Sword and the Claymore from Claymore?
Yeah.
Worlds colliding.
Anyways, so I played that, and I also got a little back into Star Ocean.
Ah, yes.
I feel like I'm at the end because I'm like in the demon world, and I'm not max level, but I feel like it doesn't make sense to level up anymore because there's nothing to add to my points. Like I could add to.
You maxed out?
No, there's stuff, but it's just stupid stuff. It's like, oh, do you want to be able to draw more, or like whistling is like, what is this gonna do to me? Like this helps me nothing. So it's just like
I use the skill.
Yeah, it's like I'm sure it has some use. Like okay, I know that if you sing and you do something, it's like
right. Very minor stuff.
It must be important because I'm sure you could get like special items and stuff like that. But I'm just like, I don't want to bother with it. I just want to get over it.
Want to call it a day. Want to wrap it up.
And I'm mad at this game because there's a skill where you set scouting and you could put increase monsters encounters or avoid monster encounters, like decrease it or just do nothing. And I put avoid monsters, and I get more monsters.
You know.
Gotcha, Frank.
All right, so no, it must be a glitch. Let's put
The other way.
Let's put the other one. I still get more monsters. I'm like,
It's like
so I just turn it off because it doesn't work.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I thought it was just my mind, but I think it's messed up. So yeah, I'm hoping to beat that soon. Other than that, I stopped watching the ones for the podcast.
The anime season.
The animes because I ran out of episodes.
Oh.
But I don't think I'm done.
There should be a few more episodes left.
I know with the princess, I ran out of episodes, and then with the Goody Girl, I don't know what it's called.
Yeah,
that one
Gucci-giri, yes. Mine will literally, I think when we record that episode, the last episode will just come out.
Oh,
so that one we're gonna cut either very close. So I'm betting it's not a much of a nail biter though.
That's where it gets good.
It turns. Whoa! It was worth it this whole time.
I don't want to say much about it, but I stopped watching it because they ran out of dub episodes. That's my excuse.
It's a decent one.
No, it's because I like to watch it in dub because
right now every anime fan, he likes dubs.
It's just because I watch them at work and sometimes my boss is talking to me. So.
Must look like I'm paying attention.
Yeah,
I am watching a TV show right now. I am not watching anime. I am watching good old fashion American television.
Let's just hope my boss doesn't listen to this podcast.
Is that Frank?
Or at least if she does, she doesn't recognize
she likes
my voice.
That's what she needs to do.
Yeah, like, subscribe, send a comment. No.
Hey.
Follow us on Instagram, everything.
So I started watching those. And I started watching Jujustu Kaisen.
Oh.
From season 1. I've seen it already, but I don't remember anything.
Oh, so you went back.
Yeah, what I remember was not liking it, like the first 10 episodes.
You were right.
First 10 episodes. And then I was kind of into it. I'm like, okay, I get it. And this time around, I enjoyed the beginning more. But this has nothing to do with Jujutsu Kaisen. But I feel like I've been too negative.
Good.
And I want to be more positive with what I talk about with anime.
You don't have to, Frank. Join me. Join.
No, it's just like I was because not just anime.
Brother, you forgot your coat on. You want to put it?
My roller skate. It's me, the Senator Palpatine.
Yeah, just I feel like I come here and I'm like, this is what I would fix. I'm like, no, I need to stop that. I need to stop that. But this is what I would fix.
Having said that,
Frank, I know that same problem. Like you're trying to enjoy saying no, it's not bad. No, it has some good points. But you hear this guy's voice over here, and you're going like, "Are you sure about that?"
So,
are you sure?
Could be better.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is that I don't know. It's just I'm at a loss for words.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot of stupid things.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out why I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's just like they did a good job at some stuff, and it's the stuff that lets me oversee the other stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
So
fair.
like, nice music, nice animation.
Always helps.
But I was like, just thinking about it, it's just like, oh, why? Okay. Kaisen, does that mean high school?
No.
Jujutsu Kaisen? What is that?
No.
What does that word?
It's like,
well, it's what they use. That's what this curse energy is.
yeah, I was gonna say, is there it's not really a translation.
Isn't Jujutsu the?
Yeah.
Well, Jujutsu's their
curse energy. That's what it is.
And what's the Kaisen?
Well, we don't know.
Because it almost seems like they say, because I'm watching it in dub. They say Jujutsu High, so I'm wondering if they're saying Jujutsu Kaisen in Japanese. And I'm like, is it Jujutsu High School? I'm like, oh, and
no, definitely not high school. I'll tell you that for sure.
The school they go to is Jujutsu High because that's like the school.
Right, that's the name of the school.
That's the school because
it's not very clever.
According to the lore, it's all in Japan. So that's the school you want to go.
All right, because all the demons is only in Japan.
Well, because I want.
Well, I'm sure we're gonna expand.
But Frank's not there yet. That's
right.
Well, okay. So the thing is, like, the first time around, I didn't notice it was a school. I don't know how I did not notice that.
Wow.
And then the other thing that bugs me is kind of like the same thing that bugs me with My Hero Academia, where it's like, why are they having all these kids have the burden of being heroes and like
welcome to the anime. Hi.
And it's just like they mentioned it once, and this was like, they're just kids. I'm like, yes, and why are you making them do this? Like,
well, it's like
because Shinji could only get in the robot, Frank. That's why.
And it's
because the kids can't use the kids can't use the suits.
Kids are the chosen one.
You know, you had to be in the second impact. You know, really, you know, able to use the suits. That's why.
I think I don't know if I sent it to you, but I was watching something on Instagram, I think, and it was like the third Hokage is the worst ever, and it had like the fourth Hokage's dying wish was to take care of his son, and his idea of taking care of his son is sticking him in an apartment and only feeding him ramen and not telling him anything, just like isolating him.
It's fine.
Giving him like this tough job and nobody likes him. That's how you took care of my son? Like, damn.
Yeah, well, man, you know, it's like, I'm sorry, you did what now?
His parenting skills. I mean, we'll look at his own son. They don't have a good relationship either. So
yeah,
that checks out. Checks out.
It's
because Naruto's gonna start smoking at this rate. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm enjoying it, but I do see some things that are like, I don't know why it's. I don't really pay attention to like how highly ranked stuff are, but I was looking up like top action animes just for this one, just like, is there an anime I'm forgetting?
Right.
And there was like a rankings, and this one was super high, and I'm like, how could it be this high?
Welcome to my world.
I like it. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
Well, there are certain moments here and there you can appreciate music, choreography,
Yes.
Without getting
it makes me laugh too. It makes me laugh.
If you forget the story, because the story's not even there. You know, the characters' moments and where they're at that moment in time makes sense, but the problem is, like, everyone kind of doesn't have everything else, and kind of like, you know, it's always at level 10, but after a while, if you everyone's at level 10, then level 10 becomes level 5 because you're so used to being level 10. You need, like Ray says, you know, things have to go up. You know, if you don't go up, if you're always up, then it's like, your
adrenaline will run out.
And it's like, oh, that's great. That's you level out to be, this is the standard, and now if nothing goes well, then this is crap.
I don't know. I'm liking it, but I don't know why. That's the verdict.
Which episode are you in? I guess
I'm like 18.
18.
Oh, okay,
so I think I'm almost done.
That's pretty. Right, it's 24ish, right?
Yeah. It's first. Like,
don't forget the movie, Frank.
Oh, how can I watch the movie?
It's on Crunchyroll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's season 44.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like it's numbered weird, but it's technically it was on there. Hopefully, it still is.
If you scroll down on Crunchyroll, it's down there. But no, they label as season 54 of the.
Have you seen the movie, Frank? No. Okay, then I would argue you should watch it before season 2.
Oh, okay. So, well, I'm glad I'm gonna be able to watch it.
There you go.
But yeah, it's cool. It's just like, but the high school thing bugs me. Sometimes they're too dumb. Just and a little. I guess I like seeing overpowered people like Gojo, but when he's not doing anything, then it's kind of like, come on, let's move along. All right, so I did that. I watched that, and well, that concludes my week.
That good. All right. Well,
I was supposed to be positive.
I mean, you were overall. You recognized some flaws, Frank, which I appreciate, because a lot of people seem to either be black or white. Either it's it's the next best thing or it's the worst thing. It's okay to be in the middle. Right. It's okay.
Don't worry. It's funny because the black hole over here is gonna. We're eventually all gonna go towards.
And don't worry. Once you're in the middle, then you'll come to the dark side where I reside.
I don't know.
So that's how Anakin got there.
I think what I'm gonna try to do is mention the stuff I like first, and then maybe mention the rest, then go on a rant.
And to be fair, it at least for me, and I feel like most people, it tends to be easier to remember the bad stuff, and that's the stuff that comes off, off top of the head. But that's why when I was doing more the anime stuff, which I still am, YouTube anime, that's me. I would always try to make a list of the good and the bad and try to balance it out. Because I feel, like I said, people always are either it's the worst thing or it's the best thing. And I'm like, it's okay to be both. And today our lingo, we said mid. It's like, oh, how dare you? Mid is like the worst thing. Like, mid is short for mediocre, in the middle. It's okay to be in the middle. It's okay to watch a movie, you had a good time and had your popcorn and you walked out and you don't think about it anymore. It's fine.
You're saying, oh, it's good. It's okay.
You won't hate it, but not a must watch.
Yeah, exactly. But it seems like everything has to be black or white. It's like we gotta have more flexibility.
So Someone get close to beat my Full Metal, right? Someone has to beat Full Metal on the.
Well, that's what on the anime list nonsense. Thanks, Fury. What's it?
Frieren?
Every time I can't remember that stupid title.
The elf girl.
Well,
That's a thing.
The very dense elf girl.
I guess I like the music, animation, and it makes me laugh occasionally.
Well, there you go. The animation is stellar. All right, look, I can do it too.
And I will argue season 1 is a lot better than season 2.
Overall, yeah.
Well, we shall see next time. I'll talk.
I'd have to go back and rewatch it. There's another feature video for me there, I guess.
Well, I know. I guess slightly over weeks, but I know they did fix a lot of season 2 in the Blu-ray release. They say.
I mean, they weren't. I wouldn't say it was fair. They enhanced, maybe. I mean, people were foaming at the mouth about it, so it's like, if that's broken, then what's better than that, in my opinion. But nothing. But it's not uncommon. It's pretty normal anime practices where they'll patch things up or make it even better in the official Blu-ray set, that's a whole topic in itself. Is who buys Blu-rays anymore? Well, instead of me, that is.
I guess that concludes our weeks. Do we have any news?
I think I know first off my head right now. I saw, I guess, because they have some trailers, I guess, for the next wave of anime. I think summer now or spring. Depending how you look at it. No, they're showing a lot of things, and I guess there's yet another Mappa joint.
I mean, when isn't there?
I guess it's about an animation, and I think that's just kind of funny in itself.
They're doing a Shirobako?
Yeah, sort of. It was about a girl. I guess she's wants to become an animator and how she navigates being an animator. But I think it's funny because Mappa, we all know about Mappa.
I was gonna say, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I think that's
What's this, damage control?
It's like, oh no, we're fine. This is not Zombie 100.
And she's gonna walk into Mappa. Oh wow, this is a wonderful studio, and they pay us so well, and we don't have to work any overtime at all.
This is not Zombie 100.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought that was a little tidbit, but I guess for our main news for the week is apparently everyone's leaking out the PS5 Pro now.
It's time to upgrade. But apparently ours are trash now.
Apparently, according to Sony, this is the PS5 is almost dead already. Like it's
You've had Ratchet and Clank and Final Fantasy Rebirth. You're done.
I guess that's it. I guess
God of War. Spider-Man.
It costs barely like 4 years old, and they're saying, it's over.
It's game over, man. We're back to the 90s apparently.
So it's like, oh, okay.
I should do with the Sega CD now.
So apparently, we gather from this. Whatever on this.
So what do you mean by leak? Or are you getting to that?
Well, I mean,
it's not official news.
It's not official yet, but
it sure sounds.
It's like certain people, I guess, well-known YouTubers, things like that. They read the Sony development website, and they guarantee out a little bit here, a little bit there, and there's more speculation there is going to be a PS5 Pro
at the end of the year, right? Supposedly.
Yeah. Oh, so they haven't shown nothing about it.
Yeah, it's nothing official, but it's all. But it's the most likely. This rumor is definitely true, and the specs are probably true because we know, or we don't 100% know, but we know the rumors are most likely true. Well, actually, no. On the Xbox, we kind of really do because that one did leak.
No, that one tended to leak.
That one's actual Microsoft business intel came out,
leaked out,
and supposedly they're also gonna have a new Xbox to sell you this holiday season as well. So
yeah, because
chuck away your old consoles; they're garbage now.
Yeah, because we're doing it again, folks. We're going to upgrade half step.
Which is funny because they just put out last holiday season. They put out the slim PS5 ?
I guess we have one of those.
Yeah, we did upgrade just so we could play our Rebirth. So yeah.
Thank you, Cloud.
But thanks, Cloud, jerk. But I suppose not think about it. If there is one game that's going to be buying new the console, it will be Final Fantasy VII. Fitting enough, it worked all those years ago. Why wouldn't it work still now? But yes, but honestly, at the moment, I have almost zero interest of buying a PS5 Pro.
And the thing is, according to specs, the chipset's pretty much the same. It's just that they enhance the cooling or they advance the speed layout, so it goes a little. According to they're supposed to go 3 times faster than the Series X.
Faster?
That's what it says.
Like within the UI?
I guess
loading in worlds
and teraflops. Everyone's classic.
The flops.
The flop.
How much does it flop? Does it flop more than a Magikarp?
Higher? Do we go fire to hot flops?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I said you hear it, you go but
have I showed you my benchmark test? Or
the problem is we're still in a place where we still have PS4 games on PS5. We're still releasing PS4 games still. We haven't really translated into only PS5 games. So you tell me now we're gonna and I want to get this new console to
Yeah, honestly, I think it's did Spider-Man 2 come out on PS4? Or is that only PS5? Anyone know?
No, I think that's actually PS5 because
I think it's PS5. Only.
PS5. So like we have that in Rebirth. Is there anything else that's PS5 exclusive?
Horizon 2.
Oh, Horizon. I thought Horizon 2 came out on PS4.
Yeah, the Ratchet and Clank technically is.
Okay, so we've had some.
But some of them are actually now on PC though. So
that's true. Now it's on PC.
I don't know if the Jedi Survivor is PS5 exclusive.
No, I think that's also on Xbox and PC.
But
Did you ever get to that one, Frank?
Survivor?
Yeah.
No.
I know you had an interest in it.
I do. It's just my wallet is fighting back.
It doesn't at all. Stupid wallet. Shut up, wallet. I'll tell you what you need. You need more games.
I can't afford anymore.
Shut up. That's why you have a credit card. Please don't do this, kids. But yeah, that's it's not surprising, but like right now I'm happy with my Xbox Series X, happy with my PS5.
Yeah, we have like 3 PS5.
I have Game Pass and it works on PC.
And the thing is, at the end of the day, there's still no game on the PS5 who makes you say, "Yeah, I want a PS5."
Rebirth?
Because you could like, but Free Adventure probably will be on.
Well, it's gonna give it a year. It's gonna be on PC.
But it's just the fact there's no game there. It's like I only could play it on this PS5. I could play it multi-platform, or if I wait long enough, eventually Sony's gonna play on PC because that's what Sony wants to do now.
Isn't that true for like all the games?
It seems
if you wait long enough, it'll come out on PC.
Yeah, we're at that point now where that's the thing both Microsoft and Sony is doing. Instead of I guess they'll not. Well, not Nintendo, not officially.
Oh, definitely, no, not yet. No.
And even unofficially, they're trying their best to make that not a thing.
But it's just that we're at a crossroads in which they want to sell their console, but I don't think everyone's good with what they have, and there's no games out there that makes you like I can get the same experience on this console where I could wait and get a PC that does a better,
probably
even better spec.
If you have the high enough PC, which I probably still do.
So it's a tough ask because it's even like I guess a little,
especially if they increase the price.
The PSVR 2,
Oh yeah, that's dead.
That's it's not dead.
Well, it's rumored.
It stopped production because there's so many units out there because they can't sell the darn thing because it costs more than the darn console.
It's almost like it was a terrible idea.
And there's no really games for it because the games there are for it, you have to buy them again if you already had the PSVR 1 version. So it's just like, what's it? No, it's a very silly thing to do right now.
It is clunky. What about you, Frank? You want a PS5 Pro already? You ready, Frank, to upgrade?
Yeah. I think you're right, but I think there is a lot of people like me who you tell them play it on PC and it's like what?
too much work.
Yeah, it's too complicated.
That's
I would
true.
say.
That's true.
And I think it's like you tell like kids, even though I think things are leaning towards more people liking PC.
Mm-hmm.
I think having a console is a simple way to play games, and you don't have to worry about building it.
Right, how big your graphics card is, this and that.
Can you fit the graphics card?
You just put in the disc, or now you don't even put in the disc anymore half the time, and it just works.
Yeah, but once I guess you get more into games and you learn what other options are out there, then PC is becoming the better option. But I guess for the common folk like me,
well, the one of the people.
Yeah, I'd still like the idea of owning a console and playing stuff on console, even though it's like less performance, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
so.
It
depends. We're skirting a line because all the modern consoles are just slightly a little under PCs at this point.
They're getting closer and closer.
But especially with
barely.
The interesting thing about the PS5 Pro is that they're also they're going to do kind of similar technology like NVIDIA does with the super sampling. The DSLL. There's like Sony's
upscale
PlayStation super like some like PSLSS, some kind of nonsense.
Right. Did you buy a PS4 Pro, Frank?
No.
Okay. Curiosity, since we did.
What does the PS4 look like?
The original looks like it's like sliced, kind of like I don't know what's the word. Diagonally, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And the slant.
And the slant. I mean, it's just
and the Pro has like an extra like tier to the slant.
Yeah, I don't think I got I think I got the original.
And the Pro's also a little more rounder and around the edges.
I'll trust you on this. It's been a minute since.
Because even the redesigned PS4 is also rounded when they made it.
I know the slim version of PS4.
Yeah.
Did they make a rounded version, Pro version?
I thought it was Pro version. I thought it was rounded, but not.
I thought. Google image it for you folks.
Yeah. You image.
Free correction.
We don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I got it.
I got it, but mostly I got it because I was interested in the PlayStation VR 1 headset at the time, and that did make a pretty decent difference. So that was worth the price of admission at the time. But at the moment, I don't have a VR2, nor do I really plan. I mean, I'll pick one up if it's cheap enough for history.
And also another thing, I think they said they're working on making it work for PC. They say
right
because they need some reason for it to push.
Yeah, but I have my Quest 3, so I'm good on my VR headset. But yeah, like I said, very little interest. But I say this every time. I'm a real gamer. I'll eventually buy it, but I'm not running in line to pick one up. Maybe on next Black Friday, it's discounted with Spider-Man 3 or something. Yeah. Now pick it up.
I'll get it probably. If the sports betting picks up.
There you go.
Or
March Madness, Frank. Now 'tis the season.
Whichever one.
Big bets.
Yeah.
Lottery, stocks. Bitcoin. I don't know. Something's got to hit. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna stick to my one console.
Fair enough, Frank.
Is that all the news, or?
I think that's the news. Only news I had listed.
Yeah,
anything else,
the only
Miles?
slight little thing is that allegedly out there, they're working on Persona 6, but it's going to come out on the Xbox first. They say.
That's stupid.
That's not too crazy considering how much money Microsoft has thrown Sega/Atlas.
Yeah,
with the Persona stuff.
Because they did that with the PS5R or Tactica and things like that.
Not even Persona 6 gonna make me buy an Xbox.
It'll still be out.
If I have Game Pass, that's my answer.
It'll still go on PlayStation, of course, but they'll just get it. No.
Gotta wait. I'll wait.
I mean, for instance, I'm literally staring at the PS5 version of Persona 3, staring right back at me when I could be playing this right now on my Xbox for free quotation marks, and yet I still bought the PS5 edition. So what does that say?
It says you're a loyalist to the end. Anyway,
so I gotta say PlayStation.
Remember,
right? 4 came out on the PS2.
Never, like I said, once you pick a corner, you gotta stay in your corner. You can't go crossing corners because then you can't cross borders.
Sega for life. This is what we do.
I don't know what game would make me.
Final Fantasy 7 Reunion.
So like that's weird.
Official. I'm calling now.
I don't even think I would buy an Xbox for that.
Not even for that, huh, Frank?
No.
Well, I'm like Octopath Traveler 3 comes out on there.
There you go.
Okay. I guess if they say like for sure, never ever, it's gonna come out on a different console. Then yes.
No,
but
that doesn't happen anymore.
We passed that a long time ago because now
nothing's really exclusive.
Every exclusive is gonna eventually go on PC.
Yeah,
eventually.
at least if not everywhere else.
Yeah, I think I'd just rather wait.
That's the right answer, Frank.
I'd rather starve. For instance, take your meal. You put your meal to the side.
Take your Halo, sir. Get out of my face.
Not today.
Never forget, Frank.
Even though I have Microsoft stock, I'm not gonna buy.
Yeah.
All right. So shall we move on to the?
I think
March Madness.
We're ready for the main bracket.
Ready for the main meal.
The real fight begins now.
All right. So we all selected some of our favorite battle arcs, and we matched them up. So I'm not gonna go through all of them in the beginning. So we'll just go with the two that are matching up, and whoever selected them is gonna give a brief explanation.
Fair enough.
Is that cool with you guys?
That makes sense. And also, One Piece fans decided to say that One Piece didn't make it
because of this guy.
Because Miles is very behind on One Piece. I'm apparently only getting to the good stuff? Maybe.
I'm at Water 7.
There you go. So there's no One Piece, and I'm trying to remember. There's no One Piece, and I feel
there's like.
I think One Piece is the big shocker, maybe.
Because you guys are over there,
and also spoilers, big spoilers. So
I think
I remember I used to be on top of the One Piece around here, and I guess
we got left behind.
I got left behind.
I mean, I'm starting to think that at this point, like, if you don't like it now,
that's true. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. I like it. I like it more than Jujustu Kaisen. I'll say that.
So without further ado, our first matchup is Dragon Ball Z Cell Saga up against Yu Hakusho Black Chapter or Chapter Black?
Chapter Black.
Oh, excuse me. All right, so Miles, why don't you give us a why is the Cell Saga so good to you?
All right, I guess because I guess to make it easier, the Cell Saga includes like the androids as well. So it's like a whole all androids from Android 20 to all the way to Android 16, 17,
21
nonsense. So overall, because it's the first time actually for one there was always a time skip, but I think for the first time it's interesting because the fact that everyone gets a power boost. Future Trunks shows up and pretty much destroys the last boss in about like 5 seconds, which is crazy considering how Goku spent the longest 5 minutes in history.
And it was
to take him out, and Trunks comes in just like, you're done, and then he also kills King Cold and all the other just like that, and then Goku actually he almost died because of a heart like something that's not even he couldn't technically beat without medicine by himself
apparently.
Overall, just the fact that a lot of boasting, a lot of power up levels, Vegeta being Vegeta as usual, and overall for being when I think with Future Trunks kind of like really this is not what I remembered,
Right though.
What's
going on?
When he started freaking out, that's like we're all freaking out.
These aren't the androids I know.
And I argued the Cell for the first meeting of Cell is still the creepiest thing I've seen.
Oh, in Perfect Cell. Slithering his way across the galaxy or the planet,
sucking up people and things like that.
What happened in this town?
It's like, well, and it's like the initial glimpse is like, oh, this is
I feel like the Cell Saga has the best writing. I guess slightly spoiler in the Dragon Ball universe, so it's not a bad choice.
So there's my little spiel and chapter black. What I was gonna say, and that's it. We're done.
Okay. Ray, why don't you tell us about Chapter Black?
So Chapter Black, for those who are not familiar with, since I feel like a lot of people kind of checked out of Yu Hakusho after the Dark Tournament, mostly because Toonami stopped airing it during the day after our lunch.
So what a
terrible way to do, they did Togashi dirty there, because Chapter Black is, I would argue, maybe just as good, if not maybe even better than the Dark Tournament. So Chapter Black involves a very interesting, one of the more interesting villains you get in any of the people. There's only one other villain I can think of in my head that is worthy of such hype that you get in Chapter Black with Sensui, who is an ex-spirit detective.
Who's the other?
You have to wait, Frank. You have to wait.
Are we gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
We're gonna get there.
There's
what makes this guy?
What makes him great is that despite he looks crazy and insane and wants to basically destroy the world, he has a couple decent points in his argument, suggesting that the spirit world themselves, just like its own, real world counterpart, like a government official, they are dirty and don't care about rules and cleanliness as long as it gets swept under the rug. And you realize he himself is a tragic figure, a victim of, he thought he was doing the right thing, and he learns the truth of things without trying to get too. I guess we could get in. Do I want to spoil too much? I want to entice people to check it out in case they have.
There is a tape. There's a tape.
There's a tape. And if you have a VHS, it's a terrible, terrible tape.
We might be on that tape right at this moment right now.
There you go. Hopefully, that's the other timeline. But yes, I think he makes an interesting villain for that because he's relatable, and he has a couple noble ideas in his journey, I guess.
Just don't worry about the insane part. It's fine.
The interesting also part about Chapter Black is, as we saw in Dark Tournament, Yusuke and everyone else just gets like OP, like power level, like 3 times Super Saiyan times 2, whatever. And in Chapter Black, Togashi's smart. And he says, well, we can't be this a power festival all the time. And so he kind of like negates all the power leveling nonsense to like certain rules and gains that take place in Chapter Black with the territories that Miles mentioned earlier. And I thought that was refreshing and different because it just wasn't a Dragon Ball Z fight. There was a little bit more thinking to it. And so that's why, that's another interesting part about it. And one of them, there's some pretty heavy, dark and heavy themes, gruesome also, that happens in Dark Tournament. But in particular, I think of Chapter Black when it regards to that is a certain kid who thinks it's all fun and games and is sadly rudely awakened with Kurama and his skill that life indeed is not a game and it has a high price to pay if you don't know what you're doing. So that scene in particular stands out in mind. And along with Yusuke going full demon is also a very pretty hype, crazy moment that happens in the anime. And then, actually, one of my favorite animation sequences of all time also happens in Chapter Black, where Yusuke fights the doctor.
I would say the doctor, right?
Because the animation gets really swanky and the camera is moving and sweeping. Everyone is bending. It's like super
We'll meet this guy. We'll also meet this guy later on with somebody else.
Yes, perhaps. There might be something else Togashi works on. But yes, like I said, good villain. Good mini fights. It's not just a power struggle. It's a bit of a thinker, and I really think people should check out if they have not. And you don't even have to read the manga. It's animated out there, folks. You don't have to read it. We don't talk about the last chapter of Yu Hakusho. Chapter Black is where it ended in my mind.
Yeah, and let's leave it at that.
We'll leave it at that. So that is why Chapter Black made it onto the roster for this March Madness we're doing.
Cool. I'll mention a few thoughts about both, and then
fair enough.
I'll ask you. I'll ask you if you really are
right. If we're gonna stick with our choices.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
So, starting with Cell, I remember watching Dragon Ball here first. I feel like I used to watch it in the mornings. I don't know why, but then I remember a lot watching it on Tsunami. Anyways, right. I remember watching the Frieza's part here in the U.S. and then I was like, damn, this is awesome, and I finished and all that. Go to Mexico and I was like, what? It continues? Like, what's going on? So I thought that was really cool, and at first I didn't even know it was about Cell because I watched the Android part,
right?
And then I went back and it's like, there's a Cell part, like, oh my god,
there's another guy.
I was like, oh my god, this is, and I just kept going back and something new popped up. So I remember that being really cool about it. I did like what Miles said, that Trunks came out and he was like super powerful, but now there's a bigger threat.
Right.
I did like that Goku was out of commission because it was nice seeing the other ones in action, and I like when they do that in the shows. So I have fond memories of the Cell Saga.
Piccolo versus 17, pretty epic.
And for the Chapter Black, there is I actually have this one scene on one of my posts on Instagram, because I usually I don't take any picture or nothing, but whenever I see a cool scene of a video game or anime, I like to record it, and that's what I post. And then it was the part where Yusuke tries to hit, I guess his name is Sensui?
Yeah.
And he kind of just like easily bends his arm, and then he like asks him something like what was your name? Or it was just dumb. Like, I thought that was really cool. I don't remember a lot about it, but I remember the demon part you mentioned. Because I watched it originally long time ago, and then I rewatched it, and then that's when I posted the video. But even now, it's been like years since I did that.
Right.
So it was cool. I did like the Dark Tournament better. One thing that when you were talking about it that it made me remember is they try to do that like on Hunter x Hunter, where power is not a thing, it's more about rules and you gotta follow them. And I remember Jujutsu Kaisen, I feel like they try to do it,
indeed, and
it kind of doesn't click with me.
I agree.
Anyways, so that's basically my thoughts on it, and I'll go with Miles first. Are you choosing Cell Saga or Chapter Black?
This is tough, right?
It's tougher than I think about it.
I guess to me is that at the end, the only problem with Cell Saga is that, Vegeta has
Goku's a bad dad.
Well, not that. But in fact, Vegeta's so stupid, or more
another bad dad.
That's true.
And more arrogant for this to occur.
That is a thing, but to give Vegeta, that is in character. It is his character.
Can you elaborate on that?
When he's fighting Cell, I don't know, not
second
Cell. Yeah, what does he have? He must have a name for it, because Imperfect Cell's OG Cell, right?
Yeah. Perfect Cell. There's Imperfect Cell 1, Imperfect Cell 2.
Is it Imperfect Cell 2?
No, Makeup Cell.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, because it's a big giant. It's a big giant bulkier.
It's the one who talks like this.
So he had a chance to eliminate him. He doesn't, and then
he sucks up 18 and becomes Perfect Cell.
Because pretty much he goes.
Because remember, Super Vegeta, he just clowns on him.
Yeah. And then he's
that is a lot of.
Pretty much he tells Vegeta like, I am tough, but if
I was perfect, I could really beat you up, Vegeta. Oh, really?
And And then poor Trunks is like,
what are you doing, father? Just kill him.
Just shoot.
We're here to kill this guy. Just kill him. Let's go home.
But son, look how
he said he's stronger though.
I can't.
We also get Final Flash.
I'm offended by this. I am offended by this.
He said, "Hold my purse."
Pretty much. And
that's the only downside, but the thing is, Chapter Black is more, I guess, has more impact, and since what the story is trying to tell everybody, even though you are especially when he's like, oh yeah, it's like Yusuke. Oh yeah, by the way, this whole netting here is all for the class.
Oh, that was actually a dope moment.
And like, to grow that guy you fought so hard to beat last time, he's only in class B, and there's a bunch of girls on this side of the fence. So he's only one. There's a bunch of them out here.
Class A and S's.
And then and beyond that, there's the S who were stronger than him. He was. and poor.
Forget about that. That is hype.
But it's just like guys like yeah whatever. I just want to beat this guy because this guy annoys the shit out of me. I just want to.
So does it sound like we're voting for Chapter Black?
I don't know. I'm waiting for the vote.
I know it's quite the vote.
I mean, it is hard. It's not first.
Apparently, this is only the first one. We're gonna be here all day.
So yeah, Chapter Black.
Wow.
All right, I did my job.
And is it a unanimous?
I am. Cell is good. Cell's good. There's a lot of good things. We got the Trunks. Like I said, the Piccolo 17 fight's pretty epic. Even I like Gohan, but it's not as my favorite. It's not my super big highlight.
Just let it go.
Once again, who is this guy? I've never talked to this man before, and yet he motivates me to save the planet. All right, sure, Gohan. Goku versus Cell is actually pretty epic.
But there's the Gohan or the Piccolo and Goku scene.
Oh well, there's that. I mentioned it last time. He's wondering why his father let him to die. Goku, you're the worst father ever.
At first, I was like,
"Oh shit, I am the worst father."
And then watch it away. Haha, that's funny, right,
is.
Gohan? Ah.
There it is. But yes, I will stick to my guns because the simple fact is, in my head, I think I like Frieza more than Cell, and in Yu Hakusho, I like Chapter Black more than Dark Tournament. So I'm gonna stick to those guns and say Chapter Black.
Wow. Okay, you guys are crazy.
Apparently.
For me, it's Cell, even though it doesn't matter now. Like I can see what you're saying, but in the end, I'm here for the battles. And,
there's more fighting,
and Cell Saga had memorable battles, and that's it. It's just simple as that. That's it.
You're not wrong, Frank. There's no argument there.
Me like fighting.
That is Dragon Ball Z. That is literally Dragon Ball Z's title. Dragon Ball Z. I like fighting.
Well, Dragon Ball symbolises this. Protagonist A wants to beat up protagonist B. Protagonist B gets beaten. Protagonist B gets stronger, beats protagonist A. Rinse, back and forth. We rinse and repeat, go up all the way to the top. That's what it is.
Yeah. I'm not here to beat you with my mind. I just want to. I just want to punch a guy.
Just want to punch a guy. Fair
all right then. But I guess my vote doesn't matter.
It's all right, Frank. It's early on.
It's so heartbreaking that.
Don't worry,
next year, Frank. Next year.
You got 15 more chances. It's fine.
Eliminated on the
first one.
I did not.
We still got some Dragon Ball Z fans. So don't turn off the podcast just yet, Dragon Ball Z fans.
Chapter. It hurts to write it down. This is a democracy, so it's been voted, and we're moving on.
America.
All right, the next matchup is Greed Island versus. I guess I should say where it's from. Right?
Yes.
Hunter, Greed Island versus My Hero Academia, and I call it Yakuza arc.
Yes.
And I think we have right here Hasakai.
Hasakai. I think it's the.
I don't know why we're calling it.
It's the name of the clan.
It doesn't matter.
Overhaul, the guy with the funny mask.
All right, so Ray, why don't you start with My Hero Academia?
All right, so for me, I had to pick a scene or pick an arc from My Hero just because I feel like I need some My Hero rep in here since I feel like I'm the last My Hero fan out there. It feels like because now everyone just hates My Hero, which I guess I missed that boat or train apparently on the hate train. But so
no, I had My Hero on my list. It was 11. But I just couldn't decide which arc.
Which one?
Yeah.
So my choice was either this arc or I call it the Retrieval Sasuke or Bakugo arc. But I ended up going with the Yakuza arc because I think it has, it's a nice clear, where it starts and when it ends because he becomes the main villain for the show, and you get to see our heroes level up. And you get a little bit more of All Might's backstory because he meets his ex sidekick. I forget his name.
His ex.
I guess it was an ex sidekick. I forget his name. Now I'm ashamed. Fake fan. Who can see into the future and has that epic story of like, you get that backstory of like, I see your future, All Might, and you're gonna die. Do against a hero, and then All Might, but I'll keep fighting to the end, and this and that.
Yeah,
so
I wish we had more of that one day, more of that epic scene of.
There's some good moments there. So you have that girl, get a little bit more behind the scenes, and you see Deku trying to make it as a hero with the learning. He's like his like permit, I think, is what he earns at that point. So he's trying to learn the ropes through him, and it's a very interesting relationship he has between him and the ex. I actually really remember the time traveler, maybe, because he really does not like Deku, but like kind of behind his own judgment, kind of goes like, well, All Might believes him, I guess I'll believe in him too.
It was like foresight,
something like that. The glasses guy, green hair. Yeah, it's green hair.
Yeah.
The little blonde tied into it. So that's an interesting relationship you get to be with Deku and All Might's past. Also, you see Overhaul, who I think is a much better villain than perhaps the main villain of the overall story, where it's a very simple idea. Spoilers once again. Where it's like, hey, heroes are a problem. You know how we fix that? We get rid of the heroes. You know how you get rid of them? You can't really kill them directly, but we just take away the powers. They become like any other person, and a gun will fix that problem, won't it? And the Yakuza love their guns, and so it's a simple but effective plan in order to deal with all the superhero people and their quirks in the My Hero Academia world. And so it's a simple plan, and plus we get introduced what's his name?
Lemillion.
Yeah, Lemillion. I always yes, you get him. Who's a pretty fun, cute, upbeat character. He's a nice senpai for Deku and the rest of the game. That's what I was trying to remember. He's basically Tintin. I also like the fact that My Hero guy loves making references to other comic books out there. So yeah, and then we have it's a very simple but a nice relatable. But we have to save the little girl who has her powers that are out of control, and they have to raid the facility. And I like I'm a sucker for the infiltrate the enemy base story arc, which you get a lot in here. And you get the one-on-one fighting. You get a lot of I think his name is Riot Red. Is that what he is?
Red Riot.
Red Riot, one or the other. Who's just Yusuke, if you listen to the English dub. So perhaps a little biased with my Yu Hakusho fan.
Yeah.
But I do like the character a lot too, as well. So it's just fitting. It's the same voice actor in the dub. So you get him. Like I said, there is a price to pay for the consequences of being a hero, what we see other people pay. And of course, you get the epic showdown with Evil Scar. I guess I call him Evil Scar, and Deku going all out, and who is just foolishly recklessness because of the little girl's ability. He's able to go 100% because she'll just basically backwards time and fix him every time he breaks every bone in his being.
So like the classic, like, well, if she fixes me,
then I can keep going. And that's just, I love that moment because that's just Deku's recklessness at full power there, where he's like smart, dumb, I guess, where he knows he could get away with it, and he does. And it's a pretty epic animation fight to have him and Overhaul duke it out for the title of the world. And yet the ending epilogue is pretty obvious, where the bad guys are bad. Who would have thunk? That's my only small complaint on that arc is, how did he not see the bad guys being bad? It's pretty fucking obvious.
The Stringer Bell problem once again.
A little bit. But yes, minus that, everything else about it is pretty good. Like I said, there's a lot of there's death that happens. People do die in the show.
People die when they're killed.
And Deku proves that not everything, destiny is not set, which I'm a bit of a sucker for. It's thing we do all the time in anime and Japanese video games, but we cover that here, and it checks the box, and it does a pretty good job overall. So yes, that is why the Hasakai, the Yakuza arc, the Overhaul arc, whatever you want to call it, season I think 4 of My Hero is made my choice for this March Madness.
All right, and I guess I'm introducing the next one.
That's you, Frank. This was our 16th spot, which is kind of random popular vote, maybe.
Yeah. So Greed Island. Wow, it's been a while since I watched it. Not spoilers. This is not my favorite Hunter x Hunter arc, but it's still decent. I don't remember why they went into the game.
For the father.
They're looking for him or something?
Yeah.
They're looking at clues for that, and it said,
And they tell him immediately, your dad's not here.
Well, I'm gonna do a bad job explaining this one because I kind of didn't like this part. But basically, they go into the game, Gone in Killua, and they get stuck there, and they have to beat it or something. It's kind of weird because they, it's kind of like the Chapter Black arc where powers are not everything. It's like you have to follow the rules of the game, and it takes them some time to get acquainted. I mean, powers do matter, but
there's
the most important thing
the
are
card game.
Yeah, and I'm doing a bad job because I was gonna say, like, to me this was boring.
It's the worst arc.
Like, okay, so what I'll say is, at first I'm like, why are we doing this? I felt like they were wasting their time, but then I kind of got into it, especially near the volleyball part.
That helps. That
part was cool, especially in the 2011 version of because in the original this was the last arc,
right?
And I was a bit disappointed with it because I'm like, I wanted to see more, and I'm like, what is we going for here?
Right.
Anyways, it's kind of cool to have what's his name, Hisoka, team up with them.
Right.
I thought that was a pretty badass moment.
That is
because I see Hisoka as like this end game character, like, and it's kind of like in Final Fantasy Rebirth where Sephiroth is with you.
You play as him.
Yeah, so that's pretty
Seems
cool.
Wrong.
So yeah, it's one of those where it's a lot of mystery to it, and in the end, they get a bit of answers, but you have more questions. So I don't know why the public chose this.
No, there you go.
I guess you know my vote.
All right.
Miles, you want to chip in here?
What you thinking?
The thing with the Greed Island arc is the fact that, you know,
it's greedy.
He wants too much.
You know, I guess there's in a day. I guess there's Biscuit, right?
Biscuit. I guess depending on how you want to pronounce it.
Yeah, but you know, like, you know, she was introduced and kind of means their mentor / Genkai, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And the fact, you know, like, so they train and they learn how to use their abilities actually smartly. For once, you know, they're not like trying to do all this weird nonsense. Actually, like, no, you have to do it the right way to kind of
better teacher than the guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
It's reminding this arc reminds me of what you guys were talking about with Chapter Black.
There's some similarities for sure.
Yeah, but you know,
is it the same guy?
Perhaps.
But I think, like Frank mentioned, the downside, there is really nothing really going on here, really.
It's a slow. We're training. We're training.
Because they pretty much tell, like, you know, literally,
they finally use their nen properly.
It's like, hey, if you're looking for clues to your dad, there's none here.
Though I do like they say that early on in the arc, because at that point, Hunter, we're still like, where's my dad? Where's my dad? Where's my dad? And the show goes immediately, no, dad's not here. But if you want, this is a great place to level up. So maybe hang out.
Yeah. And I think they didn't develop it because they could, because they're kids. They wanted to level up.
Right, and that was the excuse, because like that was like the original idea with the Battle Tower arc, right?
Yeah, so they're trying to redeem himself after you cut that one short.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. It felt like a bit of redemption arc, and then plus I thought the evil Vash the Stampede was kind of interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting, but I guess, you know, if I had to choose between one or the other, probably, you know, the Isekai, the overhaul one, because it is very simple premise, and it's kind of reminds like Judge Black. Well, if you get rid of the problem, you know, like, you know, he made a good solution to the problem, but he messed up. But, you know, he had good solutions, like, you know, if we make them all like us, then it solves it, because, you know,
right,
you know, then
humans I know to fix or how to deal with them,
and it makes sense, you know, and even though the rules of that also affect later on in the future, you know, future arcs.
That's true.
I mean, Green Island is probably, to me and Ray, probably one of the better arcs of Hunter that we've seen, but that's our opinion. Just, you know.
So you are picking
Overhaul or the Hakasai, yeah.
I guess I'll just make it easy and make it unanimous. And yeah, I it's one of those things like I technically probably Greed Island is my favorite Hunter arc, but at the end of the day, it's basically training montage for the most part, and a little side game with Evil Vash / Knives maybe. And the cool epic, the volleyball fight is by far the best part of the arc, because teaming up with the villain is always cool. So it was fun to see that, and the really crazy strong guy. You know, he's really cool when he sends the. I always want to call them the Yu Hakusho rejects. Whatever the Sinister 13, whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're called. He sends them packing. Go get off my island. And so that was cool. That was cool. But yes, I'm gonna give my hero the nod this time around.
Cool. So yeah, 3 for 3.
3 for 3. It's a sweep.
I won't say too much about the Yakuza arc because I just talk about it in the next round.
Fair enough.
So moving on.
What's next?
Naruto Chunin Exam versus Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2.
Season 3 Part 2. Okay.
Also called The Basement.
The basement
arc, we're calling it here.
We got to get to the basement.
Hey, when you show the basement opening, you know it's a good jam. Like, after 10,000 years.
That's a hell of an opening. I'll say that.
They do that? They do that?
They show at the very end of the opening. They show the basement.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, that's it!
Oh shit! They get in the the whole reason we're here."
Yeah, because the opening is fine, whatever. But we see the be like, "Oh, that's it! We're getting there.
We're so close."
Yeah, that's like
that is hype.
All right, Ray, this was yours, Chunin Exam.
Chunin Exam. This is me. So yes, Naruto. I am probably the biggest Naruto fan here on the podcast, I'll say. And that was a tough one to pick. Lucky for me, Miles might have assisted me and picked the obvious choice. So I had to go for the second/third tier, and the Chunin Exam was the one I came up with. So why do we love the Chunin Exam? At least why do I love the Chunin Exam? The easiest answer is because this is the first arc where Naruto really takes off, if you will. We introduced to a lot more than just our main 3 characters or Team 7. You get, you see all the teams within the Hidden Leaf Village. Then you get all the other people. You get Gaara and his crew roaming up. You got the Sound Village guys who are a big mystery at the time. What's their deal in this and that. You get all the, like I said, open the world. Kabuto, he looks like a nice guy. You can't go wrong with him. Let's hang out with him all the time. Nothing wrong could bite us back here. So it's just big opening up the world. And the introduction of Rock Lee is great. His introduction alone, because we're like, oh, Sasuke's the best. He's got the Sharingan. No one could beat the Sharingan. He gets his ass clapped instantly by Rock Lee. So that was like, oh shit just got real. We get the coolness from that scene. Then we get the scene where Sasuke later on in the tournament or the exam, he fights the other guy and does the same thing or a pretty similar thing that Rock Lee does to him to some other guy. And then of course Naruto then takes own spin on that. So I like that play on that of everyone's kind of like watching, learning together, and like they're all kind of, like I said, they're all like studying together and leveling up. So that's very cute to see that happening. We get Orochimaru like just fucking up the whole exam, which is pretty interesting and fun, both early on and even afterwards when the third Hokage has to get involved with all that shit. The paper test exam where Naruto has to go all in or nothing is a very silly but very epic moment that still sticks in my head, where it's like, if you fail this test, you can never be a Chunin. You'll always be a Genin. You'll just be a loser for the rest of your life. Are you willing to go to the next step? And he's like, answers nothing on the quiz, says, fucking bring it on, bitch. So yeah, that's a pretty epic moment that comes to mind when I think of his character. And then you see him like, oh man, I have no idea what I'm doing. I just love every minute of that. It really makes his character shine in particular. You have the Rock Lee Gaara fight. What else is there to say? It's the Gaara Rock Lee fight, one of the most epic moments in anime history, if you ask me.
You can't break the barrier, or can I?
There you go. Takes off the weights, earth shakes, and just gotta go fast. And just every time you see the punches getting closer and closer and closer, and then bam, right on top of his head. Beautiful, love it. It's still, episode's like 20 years old and still holds up in my opinion. And then you get the big heartfelt moment with Gaara and Naruto at the end when they fight each other, realizing they're not that different from each other.
We are the same.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that got me hooked in Naruto early on. It was that it has a lot of fighting like your Dragon Balls, but also has a lot of heart, which sometimes Dragon Ball forgot about doing some of those moments. So like I said, who's this robot here? I don't remember. But Gaara, Sasuke, all these other people I've been spending time with, I know who they are and what makes them tick. So those moments land a little bit better.
And Neji?
Yeah, and Shikamaru, you get Shikamaru. I'm a big Shikamaru fan.
The real protagonist.
And also the real Ray, perhaps, in the Naruto universe canon. That's fun and great. He gets to shine a little bit, introduction. And there, it's everything. Hinata's there. You get the whole, like I said, everyone's there. It's a nice Neji. Welcome party. Neji's there. That's a great fight, too, with Neji, because it's a philosophy battle of, who later in Naruto, they kind of that part kind of doesn't work as well. But until then, we don't know what's gonna happen.
According to this arc right now,
yeah, this is
we
epic.
don't talk to that guy.
And working hard is the best way to do it. Believe it. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff happens in that Chunin exam. And out of all the Chunin exam, would you believe only one person passes? And it's the right person, might I add. So yes, a lot of hype in the Chunin exam, and that is why I picked it.
Wow, I did not think that Chunin exam extended to Orochimaru attacking and all that. I was not even remembering that. So I'm like, now it makes it tough. And I don't know. I feel like I like Naruto a lot too. Maybe you remember a lot more of not just Naruto.
Believe it.
But okay, so this Attack on Titan was not originally my pick, but just so that you don't explain twice.
Right. Yes. This technically was my pick, but I don't want to talk forever.
I'll try my best. I'm terrible at explaining things.
All right, I'll help you out, Frank. Okay.
The assist.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
All right. So pretty much, we've made it, guys. We got all the way. We spent a lot of time, the whole thing, because we need to get to the basement, because that's where the keys we're all fight for us, get back to his hometown, this whole time. So, it's a lot of epic fights, we had a lot of, you have the Beast Titan against Levi, of course. You also got, the whole, shout out to the choice, the real hard.
Oh my God, I forgot about the choice.
The choice, I'm sorry, all the things, that choice made me made the writer, made everyone sweat in the room, because that was the most epic. So we've got Dragon, imagine we got the Dragons, right? You want to put one of these guys back. Who are you gonna choose to bring back?
Dende, get Dende's ass out here. He gives us the more wishes.
Yeah, and Dende broke the
Dende's not here yet. Damn it!
But it's if you one person back, who you bring? It's
That was one time I was like, fuck, who are they gonna pick?
Because you can argue pros and cons of each one,
right?
And you never be wrong.
That was one the few times when I watch anime, I'm like, fuck, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Especially having the same time literally 5 6 later. Oh man, this guy's
that's so good. And Levi's sweating buckets, which is funny to see Levi sweat at all.
Because I said, yeah, here, man, you choose.
You gotta make the call. Left and right.
And the Mr. I'm calm, fuck this, fuck you, fuck everybody. Now he's like, I don't know. And overall, it brings a conclusion to, I guess, the first, we call it the first half, second, I guess, what do we call it?
Yeah, part 2 of season 3, I think Frank said.
It was a moment we wait for, because Jordan, like we mentioned earlier in the opening, there's the basement. Gotta get there. And all the mysteries and all locks from that.
We learn a lot from that basement.
And the best part was the fact when Eric kind of fumbled, it doesn't fit.
I forgot about that.
And it's like, we mean it does fit. It doesn't.
It's not for the door. Oh, fuck this door.
But that'd be funny the whole time. And there's
I'll just turn back. Oh wow.
We'll never know what's in that basement. Just leave.
Thankfully, no. Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, that was a good ending to that part, because after the snooze fest, it was part 2.
Even the speech. Oh, the speech.
The speech was
pretty good.
But it's between that, the choice, the basement itself was his own nonsense.
Damn, it's harder than I thought.
This is a very tough one.
Nostalgia says there's only one answer.
We need to re-rank these.
Damn, we do it ourselves. We're making this hard on ourselves, gentlemen. Forgot about the choice.
I came in thinking this was gonna be an easy one.
Yeah, so did I. And I'm like,
and they promise both arcs also do something philosophically as well. That doesn't help us. That doesn't make it easier.
Is anyone ready to?
I'm gonna say I don't. Is anyone feeling confident with their choice right now? I feel like I'm not ready.
All right. I have an answer.
All right,
but
Frank.
I'll go over.
Help us out, Frank. Help us.
Naruto
Be
is
brave.
This arc is what makes Naruto. You start watching Naruto, and if you don't like this, then you don't keep going.
That's true. Very true.
And it just had the most Naruto unique moments. After this, it's it goes on a well pace for a while, and then it kind of just gears towards other. The war arc. It's just like a Super Saiyan thing. So and it didn't feel like Naruto. What happened to all the stuff that we learned in the Chunin exam? Now it doesn't matter.
Pretty much.
So focusing on this arc, the moment you said I remember, I think I mentioned this too before, recording or downloading all of the Naruto and labeling this fight as a legendary fight.
Yep, yeah.
And then also if you're including when the third Hokage fights.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
That's another legendary moment.
That coffin, that's a little. Why is this coffin empty? Bum bum bum.
Yeah, it's just like I remember staying up late watching this, and at that time I was the only person I knew who watched Naruto. And going to Attack on Titan, this is like the whole series. This is what we've been going towards. You could make an argument that if you end it here, you would be fine. Like if you end it,
you could, yeah.
That whole, how do you convince 20 people to just march into their death?
Right.
It's kind of insane.
That's crazy. Oh man, that's so good. Fuck.
Like it has those moments, and then on the other side, I do like that Attack on Titan is more kind of like, I want to say more realistic.
Right.
And it gives you those choices where like, what if I had to do that? What would I do? And like, you could argue that you might have to do a choice like that one day, and
right,
and like, I mean, hopefully you're not in a situation where like, you know, you have to march into your death.
What is he telling him? I'm asking you to give up on your dream. Is that what he tells him?
Yeah, give up your dreams and die.
Yeah, right. Oh my fucking god, that was such an epic line. Like, oh fuck.
I'm saying
that hits hard.
So like, to me, I can make it simple. To me, if I had to choose on paper, like what impact things like that, I mean, there's no wrong answer here.
Right, yeah.
There's no right.
Yeah, I don't hate anyone.
But to me,
we're doing the choice on.
Having said that, though, at the same time,
but
this is quite the dilemma.
I feel like the basement's probably the better of the two, because I feel like it's more bleak. It's more like because I kid you not, like, you know, the Gaara and Rock Lee Knight is probably one of the best fights of all time, right?
Right.
But like when the choice hit, and you can argue both sides, and you can't be wrong. But even the characters are starting to freak out because it was just like, you know, what do you do in a situation? All right.
I think we have to make a vote, gentlemen. I think we have to make the vote.
We are who's Levi, who's Eren, who's Misaka here?
Yeah.
I feel like we're there.
I think we're there. We're feeling the scene.
All right, so just I'm gonna go with Attack on Titan. It hurts.
I
me.
hate myself, but I will say Attack on Titan. It hurts.
Wow,
me.
unanimous.
But
it hurts.
But they're both pretty good. But I think if we're talking about impact wise, because we come all the way to this point.
Because of that moment where I said I don't know what's gonna happen. There's only like literally a handful of times in anime I watch. I'm like, I legitimately don't know what's gonna happen, because you know me, I'm such a nerd. I'm just the English major.
The cool,
I'm like, well, this makes sense.
Cool character is swinging it out. That's a big deal.
And a quick shout before I forget. One of the early parts of the scene before the real fighting happens is where they just find Reinhardt? Yeah, Reinhardt, and then Levi's just right on his ass, like, fuck this guy, he needs to go. Like, I just like that, because a lot of anime, it's like, oh no, let's give ourselves a fair chance to fight each other. No, fucking kill this guy, let's go home. Like, I love like simplicity of Levi. Fuck this guy, this is war, time to go home. But yes, God, that hurts. That hurts.
That was tough.
That was tough. I didn't expect that already.
That's probably gonna. It's gonna make it.
I hope it gets better.
It's gonna get to the final four. I
hope it gets better.
Wow. All right. I'll move on to the next one. My Hero Academia Sports Festival.
All right.
Versus Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga.
Oh, well, that's actually more easy than I thought it was gonna be. Actually,
oof.
Well, I guess I know
it's easier than the last one off the top, but we'll let everyone do this. Maybe.
All right, Miles.
Miles,
good luck.
Start us off.
Yeah, here's the big weights. Good luck, bro.
Can I take the weights off? Can I take the weights? The weights are off. Damn it!
How did Rock Lee do this?
Okay, so school of My Hero. I like the second opening. No, that's my.
I love these second.
The stretching opening.
It actually like when you go run, let me put this song on because I'm about to stretch.
It's a good exercise song. I'll give you that.
But me, in fact, I like the fact that, you know, it shows that not everyone at school is a hero or hero per se.
Right, the superpowers.
No, there's also like support classes. There's other regular. There's like
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You know, because you have the crazy gadget girl pretty much who's just like I'm just like making things to enhance your abilities and like just build like all these weird gadget things like I still remember his
the
name.
boosters.
The boosters and that. And it's like it might blow up in your face, but hey, it'll work out there.
It'll be fine. You'll be fast.
Deku with the goofy when they go the landmines. He's like, and he's like, I gotta get 4 5.
I gotta catch up. So there's only one choice. Slams that shit down.
And it's like, who does that?
That's one of the epic moments in that arc for sure. From in my head.
And then I guess we get more backstory of Todoroki and his family.
That's true. That's true.
And the whole animation, the whole fight, and it's like,
that's a beautiful fight.
Because pretty much he's like, it's okay, man. It's okay to you don't have to like you could.
It's your quirk, not his.
It's another one of those great
big anime shonen nonsense, but powerful moments nonetheless.
And it helps build the whole stadium, but that's
they almost killed everyone in the stadium, but it's fine.
And also the fact that Dick is like, you're going to die. You're going to die.
Lily breaks all his limbs.
And because back then he has a mindset.
It's a school festival.
No, I could go all out. They'll fix me right up.
Fucking Looney Tune.
I can see his hand, his hand
just dangling. Yeah, it's all broken and shit.
And that's not right.
That shouldn't be doing that. All right. There's a couple good moments.
This is like, don't worry, guys. They'll fix me afterwards. They'll be okay.
It's fine.
I guess to me, and also you do all the other I guess our fellow heroes that we will be on this journey with, I guess. And
it's like the shooting exam. I think about it, it's just basically the shooting exam, right?
And at the same time, also but it's a sports festival. Like, we could go on the sports festival. We're not dealing with the villains, right? We're just dealing with each other. But there are a lot of epic moments between the characters. We learn about each other characters and how they're related with each other. A little bit of backstory here and there, and probably we also have we had a lot of ebbs and flows, a lot of oohs and ahs, kind of like, especially when they're playing horse.
Right. They're riding on the shoulders.
And it's like get this guy, and everyone's looking at Deku because it's like,
fuck this guy, fuck this main protagonist.
Like zoom in, like you see around something, like,
I'm in the lead, so people want me now. That backfired on me real fucking quick.
Okay, do it less.
I forgot about that part. That's a cute little moment.
So I say, good ebbs and flows, and it gives a good, like, kind of like tunes that gives a good starting point for all the rest of our heroes that we'll eventually go on the journey with, I guess.
Even Ochaka kind of gets a moment, despite a fight, it's probably not going to be in her favor.
But she does.
She puts up a good fight. She puts up a good fight, which is, hey, in a Shonen Jump title, I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
So that's my reason for that one.
All right, cool. I'll go on to the Frieza saga. This was my choice. Thinking about Dragon Ball, I like all of it. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball. Let's not talk about Super.
What's that, Frank? What's that?
Don't worry. Daima's gonna fix it all.
Fingers crossed.
Okay. So this is like the big one. Like, I mean, this is probably to me the reason why Dragon Ball Z is so famous.
I can see it.
How many people copied Super Saiyan from this? Like,
right.
Naruto. You could say Bleach.
Well, dude,
Sonic definitely liked
One Piece.
Everybody
has a power up now.
Yeah, everyone's got to have a transformation.
Everybody yells when they're power up too. Like,
true.
So it's just like the benchmark. Like,
right.
This is how you do things.
This is the standard.
Yeah.
Literally get on my level.
And it just had it was so long, and it just had a bunch of cool moments. Like,
it was the longest 5 minutes in animated history.
You have Krillin and Gohan, and they're like weak, and they're like in this overpowered place.
Right.
It's like, oh shit, we gotta get out of here.
They're like fucking like sneaking their way through Namek. Oh fuck, we can't fight these guys.
And then they meet Vegeta's like, he's helping us out. Oh, thank God.
All right, the little team up. That's true.
Yeah, it's like. And then when Goku arrives, that's cool. Like,
that's pretty epic.
They shoot him, and it just goes through. And it's like, he didn't move. Like,
how did you see it move?
It glitched. So that was a cool moment, and of course, the Super Saiyan moment. Oh, spoilers, by the way.
Yeah.
The Super Saiyan moment. And Krillin's death.
Krillin.
Who should have stayed dead.
He gets better.
I feel like It's not that I'm evil. It's just that if death are supposed to mean something, they're supposed to stay there.
Well, the
Whoa.
Dragon Ball universe breaks a lot of those things.
Yeah, I know.
Then they literally
He technically died in Dragon Ball.
then they kind of fit me. You put on the hood like that way. No instant, no death.
No.
You're now
It's fine.
invincible.
And fixed.
Anyways, so yeah, it's just one more can I say? It's to me, it's you think Dragon Ball. This is the moment I think about.
I would argue it's Mondo Cool.
Mondo Cool.
Yeah.
For those who remember the old dub.
I remember that. I get that reference.
I don't. I wasn't. I'm like I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's
The Toonami dub, the original dub, there's a scene where they're healing Goku, and he's there with Krillin and Gohan and Vegeta, and he's putting Goku in the chamber, and he goes, "Oh, what? Yeah, don't worry, Goku, I'll fix his power. He'll be just right as rain." And when Krillin goes, "Oh wow, that's so Mondo Cool," and then Vegeta monologues, "That's right, boys, Mondo Cool."
What?
Yeah.
It's like so cheesy, but I love it.
Well,
I forget how cheesy the old dub is, because you gotta remember this is made for like, us bunch of young teenagers or whatever, 12-year-olds at the time.
And we also have copies said dub, I think.
I still have that copy of the dub. I'm sure I'll play a clip of it.
I know it's gonna be on the podcast somewhere later.
Yeah, between the soundboard and a TikTok, it's guaranteed. But yes, it's my favorite one. That's my favorite Dragon Ball.
Why don't we move on to the vote?
Want to move on the vote?
Start with Ray.
The sports festival is better. It did put up a slightly better fight than I thought. Miles brought up a couple good points that I forgot about. But as I mentioned before, this is my favorite saga in the Dragon Ball Z timeline. And
it's also their favorite.
Yeah, and it's still. I have to give it the nod. I have to give it the wink. It's got to be the Frieza saga for me. For a lot of the reasons Frank says, and because also Piccolo feels great and he can do this.
I feel amazing.
More dub. Why am I bringing up like dub from like 30 years ago? No one knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Because he felt refreshed. He felt like
maybe the Team 4-star version.
I think to me, like you said, I think although the sports for me,
so
I like it. I think what put Dragon Ball Z on the map was the Frieza saga, because especially not even the Super Saiyan part, but the fact, where power levels are getting high, this guy.
We literally left Earth behind.
You deal with Frieza and his men, and they're all more powerful than everyone else is.
That is freaky.
Goku training at 1,000 times Earth's gravity for some reason, and not dying because of crushing the weight on his bones for some reason.
He's fine.
Did you vote or?
Yes, Dragon Ball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Miles is going through circles a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Sorry
to cut you off.
Short thing.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball.
Okay.
Because the Frieza saga is the saga that everyone tries to copy, and sometimes gets something don't.
Well, I mean, 3 for 3, but I guess I just want to give My Hero Academia its flowers before we bury it.
It deserves an honorable mention.
As he puts it, as Frank pushes
the final pile of dirt.
This is still when My Hero Academia was like the anime at the moment. I have a lot of fond memories. When I went to Japan, this was fresh on my mind. And I was thinking, like, why was it so good? And why do we have this different feeling for it now? And I guess it's just, I like seeing characters I know battle and showing a new skill. And this is kind of like the second time you see them, and like, oh, I want to see how they improved and stuff like that. So they did that, and then I think the fight between what's his name? Todoroki and Deku. That was a pretty cool fight, like when they're shooting each other, and it's like, I just thought the animation was great. So this is what I hope My Hero Academia goes back to, but not by like doing another A versus Bleach. Please, let's stop. Let's go with class F. Let's see.
Yeah, anyone else?
Well, there's that one down when they go into class B or
there's more classes.
Yeah, because there was the whole skirmish between Nesp and Deku gets all weird with his new abilities.
Yes, that's a whole. Well,
I
hope My Hero gets better.
My Hero. This is the opening was great. Everything was clicking at that moment.
We still had hope in our eyes.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on. Sorry, My Hero Academia.
My Hero.
You've been eliminated.
You're the weakest link.
The next one is going to be Yu Hakusho, Spirit Detective,
Okay.
and Naruto, the Pain arc.
Oh well, I think I know who won this already, but sure.
You could try. You could try, Miles.
All right, so let's see who had this. Oh, Miles.
Me.
Go ahead.
So I guess the Spirit Detective arc kind of includes also the Saint Beast. That's also in this. I guess this arc area. The thing I like about this the Spirit Detective part is the fact that we have a 4-man team. We all know about a 4-man team, and you have to kind of sort of work this out and try to work as a 4-man team. A little haphazard. Some people, some bad guys, some guys don't want
A motley crew of characters, perhaps.
And Kurama, who's just the cool guy, who's just like, I'm just here to help my mom. I'm just here just to do that.
I only stole because I had to.
But I will kill you if I get a chance. But overall, the fact because the problem is that it doesn't last very long. The Spirit Detective part.
Well, we're including pretty much the beginning up to
I know.
Dark Tournament.
You told me technically, in the manga it's longer.
There's more ghost stories in the manga that is just deleted from the anime version.
But I felt like okay, I would no.
It does, yeah. Well, yeah. I've read the manga of Yu Hakusho.
I know. I think you can actually read it now on the the Shonen Jump app.
Oh, there you go. Well, I have my copy still from 20 years ago or whatever it is now, so I'm still good.
But it's tough because I know I'm playing against.
It's good. I mean, but you're also, bro. I'm gonna help you out. There's Yu Hakusho. I'm a big fan out here. Also, you got a little bit of. You got the Saint Beast, which is a good epic moment. Yusuke throwing it all on the line, giving the life energy. That's a pretty epic anime nonsense.
Let's go Super Saiyan, basically.
Pretty much. Let's go Super Saiyan. It's like, where is he getting this energy from? He has no energy. It's like, oh, it's his life energy. Don't forget the episode 1 of Yu Hakusho, I would argue, is maybe one of the best pilot episodes of an anime out there, where it's you're surprised and confused, like, what do you mean he's dead? This is the main protagonist, is it not? What do you mean he's dead? And then just the feels you get at the end of the episode, where you just kind of nonchalant, well, I died, I guess. Oh well, my life was kind of pointless. I was just delinquent. Everyone hated my guts. Whatever. I guess let's move on. Come on, Botan, let's get out of here.
The Wonderful Life.
Yeah, a little bit. We get the mini version of A Wonderful Life.
Curveball, man, that guy. The man like he's like, you better come back. You gotta give him a fight. Get all this.
That was a very touching moment, I thought. And you, like I said, the manga maybe adds a little bit more, so maybe that's the version I remember a little bit more than the anime one. But yeah, it's just a lot of heart feels.
Man, I forgot part of when he steals Koroma's body for a hot second.
Oh, yes.
And he's like, Keiko, look, it's me.
It's me. Just punches him in the face instantly.
Oh, he's left now. I'm sorry.
All right, then he leaves, his body's all like wrecked. He's like, oh, it's fine. It happens. That's so stupid. But yeah, a lot of speak about old corny dubs that I love.
Yeah, Kurama, man. Second character that he's like
Goofy Vegeta. I love Goofy Vegeta.
But like the fact that there's no second. I guess second. It hasn't been a good one as Kurama, man. Will fight this guy, but at the same time, he does have
some honor,
values, honors. And it just even more so because we've seen all versions of the live action that. But it's like, man, he's for being a delinquent, he's a pretty But I do.
He's a nice, upstanding delinquent.
Yeah, that's like the
makes sense. Infiltrating the base, the castle. I guess the base castle.
Base castle.
You see Togashi's favorite character of all time, the long black hair with the scar. I'll definitely never use the design ever again.
I'll not use it later on.
Definitely not. You guys know Hunter and Friends, right? Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff going on in
but
that first.
Problem is like as
saga, I guess.
But can it beat the pain arc? That's the question really to ask. So here you go.
Tell us about the pain arc.
Oh, am I doing the pain arc?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Okay, pain arc. My bad. I forgot. I'm double duting. Once again, my Naruto fan base is showing because I'm repping Naruto. Believe it. Okay, so the pain arc is epic for a lot of reasons. The easy one because the way it opens up is this whole time has been a slow building, dealing with the Akatsuki, dealing on more one-on-one fights, little pieces at a time. But it's bad when Thanos himself shows up, says "fuck it, I'll do it myself," and just pops out on the Hidden Leaf Village and just like destroys the city instantly in his first opening attack on the invasion of the Hidden Leaf Village, which is pretty fucking epic if you ask me at the time. So yes, and just like that wipe alone, and you get the more of the fights. because Naruto's not in the scene. He's out here training, learning his the sage energy, I believe. And meanwhile, you have all these fights, which are kind of like one-sided fights, where Pain and all his minions, I guess, are pretty much stomping on every other like superpower hero we've established so far. Kakashi dies, surprise. Dragon Ball's his way. We'll fix that in a minute. Don't worry. But at the time, that was pretty epic. Like, what the fuck? They killed Kakashi? You can't kill Kakashi. He's the best guy there is here. So that was a pretty epic moment at the time. And it's just the equivalent of, for Dragon Ball fans is when the Saiyan arc, when Nappa and Vegeta show up and they start killing all our heroes from Dragon Ball. Yamcha's dead, Chiaotzu's dead. Everyone we know and love, we've known for this whole series over here, they're now dead. Which is pretty crazy, and that's what kind of feels like and is happening in the Pain arc, is everyone's just getting knocked off. And meanwhile, we're Naruto, where are you? Basically, if Krillin was there, that's what he'd be shouting. And then when he does show up, there he is.
Saying Sakura is Krillin?
Maybe. They're both just as strong. Oh, you know, searching hearts, you know to be true.
And there's the usual podcast diss to Sakura at least once in every other episode.
Hey, I didn't write it. He did. But yes. And then when Naruto finally arises, this big epic moment when he's kind of mastered the sage energy. But it's very cleverly done. I like that idea that happens in that arc, is like he hasn't really fully mastered, but thanks to the Shadow Clone, he's able to extend his time period by leaving a couple of the clones behind and giving like a recharge on the battery. So like that's a very simple but clever thing, I thought, to justify this thing. And it's this whole like learning mechanic between, we see with Kakashi and then Naruto continue on, of like what makes this Pain guy work, because he's got all these minions and somehow they know everything about everything, and how's that possible? What's going on? What's this guy's power? So it's like a mystery for a long time, and he finally figure it out, like how they're all working together and all the different power-ups. It's a very cool and epic, unraveling of mystery, which I like. For people who like JoJo, there's like a lot of stuff like that. We're like, what's their power? What's their how does it work? And you see the unraveling how it works. So you get a little bit of that. You get the craziness of the Nine-Tails Fox getting even closer and closer with the bones popping out from the chakra now.
To me, it's funny because I'm going to choose this one anyway, so it doesn't matter. But to me, it's the fact that when Hinata gets hurt, because it's like the Super Saiyan, like the Frieza,
right, where he goes berserk.
He goes Super Saiyan. Like, imagine that times 3, because like off the bat, Naruto pops not even like one tail. He goes to 4. He goes all the way 4, and like not even no blink, no thought, no.
Just lost it.
It's like, I'm done. I'm here. He almost literally destroyed the whole damn world because of this fact alone.
Pretty much. And yeah, so that's like pretty crazy when he just goes crazy berserk. And the animation is just really, it's once again, it gets schwonky and weird. I know people like making fun of it, but I like when anime gets distorted because it's, it's happening so fast. Like, this is what it looks like. If you took a picture of it, it will be distorted and ugly looking. But I just think the animation's so pretty. Was that much?
And the Pain game float all over. No, the animation when he's fighting Pain just
ragdolling and going through building and island and thing, just flying in the sky, slamming him down, grabbing him, ripping apart. It's pretty epic fight. And just the final conclusion is a very simple but powerful moment of, it's just this battle of time and will and energy, and Naruto pulls out perhaps a victory at the end of that one.
That's also probably where it should have ended. Anyway.
Well, there's everything that happens after the Pain arc, but this was the big showdown we've been teasing this whole time with the Akatsuki people, and here's the main villain shows up on the town, and he sure looks he has his way with town until Naruto has a word or two with him, and it's a pretty epic fight. So that is the Pain assault, I guess, in Naruto.
So Miles said Pain arc, and you want to vote already?
We are. What is it? I'm too busy talking about Pain. What was the other choice? Spirit Detective. Spirit Detective. I love Yu Hakusho, but I guess I already picked Chapter Black, so I should be more fair and follow my own heart and I'm just gonna give Naruto. Believe it.
I'm saying, he jumps like 4 levels, man. He jumps like all the no thought, no. There's something, no process.
He's not having it.
It's just like, I'm done.
Well, I don't want to say too much about it. I choose Pain too. But one of my favorite moments was when Hinata confesses. I thought that was like a big moment.
That's true.
Also, Jiraiya, the whole thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess in my head, I count
You
that
don't consider it?
before.
Really?
You could though, because it is connected.
Yeah, to me, it's
Okay, then yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
we all allow.
I'm
Gentlemen,
not
we
wait for the
agree.
record. Don't watch any openings unless you read the manga. Don't watch any of the openings because there's spoilers. Left and right, and gosh,
They're
darn.
assuming you read the manga,
the
perhaps.
whole reason we hate pain.
Fuck that guy.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Let's go with
What do we got?
Bleach, Soul Society,
Alrighty.
and Rurouni Kenshin Kyoto arc.
Ooh.
So this one's interesting, I think.
We're retro battle out here.
Who had Kyoto?
That'd be me.
Oh, okay. I didn't
I
even
mean,
know.
it has to be him.
As
It has to be.
has to be.
I was thinking of choosing this one, but I was like, I don't know.
I have to.
No, let him cook.
All right,
let him cook.
I'll start with Bleach because this one was mine, I believe.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
This is the beginning of Bleach. This is a whole part when Ichigo learns about his powers and he makes a friend Rukia. She gets kidnapped,
It happens.
and then he goes to another world to rescue her, and a bunch of shenanigans happen.
Pretty much.
But Bleach, it's near my heart. It has a lot of stupid moments.
Very true.
Like,
But that's why I love it so much. It's so stupid.
I feel like it took some of the stuff Dragon Ball did, which we forgave at the moment. Like, I wasn't really trying, and then
That was only 1% of my power.
yeah, I feel like they did that so much in Bleach. But nonetheless, that whole arc was cool because he goes into this world and you have all these captains and they're all there, and it's like, oh shit, how's he gonna get past all of them?
It's a lot of characters.
At the moment, I don't remember how he did. I don't remember how he did it, but he did it. And then the whole fight with what's Rukia's brother's name?
Byakuga.
Byakuga.
Yeah, that guy who he sounds like a sword. Anyways, I thought I think that's the first time he does the Bankai.
Yes.
I thought that was cool, and because
That was pretty epic.
I've always thought his sword looks so stupid. It looks like a freaking chest knife.
Oh, the original one.
He's a Tomberry. But yeah, then he turns into a nice black samurai sword. I'm like,
Hey,
all right, now we're
there's
talking.
the katana.
And I'm like, this is like it's just a plain sword, but they see him move so fast.
That's what say. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Ichigo with the freaking weird guy that has no powers. He's the rusty sword. There's that fight.
Kenpachi, that's what it is.
Man who's just like, I don't care what's my sword. I don't
know what the fuck its name is. Don't ask me that.
That was
It's like,
cool.
let's fight.
That's
Like,
that's like the second best fight I think overall in that arc at least.
Yeah, at that moment, in the whole arc, they tried to make the real world interesting.
They tried.
Oh my bad. They try to make it interesting, but I don't know. I feel like they should just focus on.
This is where it's at right
Yeah.
here.
But yeah, it ends in a cool fight. Rukia, she's one of my favorite characters, so I'm like, you care about actually saving her, and it ends with like, revealing the real villain, like Aizen shows up, and
Right.
so I thought it was cool. That's
Bit of a
why.
plot twist for this is like your first anime.
Yeah. Like I was thinking of choosing like Ecomundo or,
Mm.
and after that I'm like,
I was thinking about that, but once again, Miles wasn't there. He never kept up with it.
oh, you didn't go there.
He didn't
Oh.
go. He only goes up
I
to Soul
didn't go
Society.
there.
Oh, you didn't go there.
That's funny. Anthony went out. Oh, he didn't went there.
But I mean, the reason I didn't choose that is because it kind of got silly after that,
There's also that.
and it's just like,
But the style carries half the show's the style.
I don't know. It's just I enjoy it a lot, but to me, I see this like tuning exams. Like this started it. This is
Right. This is
if you don't like it, you're not going.
True, also true.
Openings are bangers.
Oh, that opening's so
yeah.
good.
Yes.
And
the third one. The
Yeah,
third one. I
third
love
one?
the third one.
I like the second one a little bit more.
Yeah,
Third one's good. Third one's not bad.
Well, yeah,
the
but
third one. Like, now we're getting serious. Like,
Well, that's what it is. That's the shit got it. With all the yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say about it.
yeah, okay.
Soul Society's pretty good. Soul Society's pretty
All
good.
right, and here we go. Everyone, here comes from the 10-hour podcast here about Ray and The Kyoto arc. Here we go.
Let's go. Convince me.
All right. Well, this is a little tough because Soul Society's pretty good. It's definitely my first when I think of Bleach. That's what I think of. But Kenshin. All right. So yes, the Kyoto arc is easily the best arc. Though I still like the third one, but it never came in anime form, so no one knows it exists. But yes, the Kyoto arc, it starts off with a banger. We finally, introductions are out of the way. We know who everyone is, what's their power, what they do, this and that. And now it's time for the real villain for the series to pop up. Before we eventually reveal his name, we get an old arch rival from the old war days in the form of Hajime Saito.
45 in the top of my head.
Where Hajime Saito makes his appearance, surprising Kenshin waiting for him at the dojo. And one of my personal favorite anime episodes of all time, Little Fights. The music just takes over the show. It really swells. It's like this fight that like starts like in twilight and ends at night, and everything's just like this dark blue, purplish color. The camera's doing a lot of crazy works as Kenshin's jumping over the dojo area. And so this is like the big moment because Kenshin, for those who don't know Rurouni Kenshin, he once was this assassin samurai type that fought during the Revolutionary War that happened in Japan in the late 19th century, if I remember right. And he gets up, and after the war's over, he gets up and leaves and doesn't want to kill anyone, makes a vow not to kill anyone, but still chooses to be a samurai. And this is the whole conflict of Rurouni Kenshin, his vow not to kill anyone anymore. And the fight with Saito, he really struggles with that vow because he has to revert back to his old Batosai. This was like his nickname at the time during the war. And there's this whole epic fight where Saito, because they know each other from the war, and that's why he kind of has to go back to that power, that well, because that is the only way he could put up a fight. Because everyone up until then, Kenshin's kind of beat it for the most part, kind of one punch man his way through it. But Saito's the one that makes him have to go all out and try everything. And it really is this like violent, gruesome death. They're trying to literally kill each other. And this is just the opening act for this arc. And then literally have like I think he's like a big head honcho from the government shows up and has to interrupt the fight. And honestly, if it wasn't for this guy, who knows what would have happened? Because Kenshin was long gone. He was all into the Batosai, and he wasn't listening to any reason. Big, powerful anime moment emotionally as well.
I do like the fact like you see like moments like you know, I guess for the most part, Kenshin's kind of like, you know, like soft eyes, things like that. More like, you know, nice confusions. Like, you know, when the fight with Saito, like you see slowly his eyes started to change shape, and he's getting more like, I guess more aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, aggressive. And like his speaking, because he's no longer, you know, his voice just changes also with the, you know, either dubs or, you know, the either voice track you pick. But just like I said, you know, because, you know, kids is always like lighthearted, but he's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna make your head fly next, and this and that. So it's like, oh shit, he's like,
it's like,
fuck.
he's
Batman, like a different person,
kind of in a way.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess, something like that. So yes, that was a heck of an opener, and then we revealed that Makoto Shishio is a mastermind who's trying to take over the government. And Makoto Shishio, as I hinted earlier on, is one of the more better, interesting villains we have in all anime, shonen, jump.
Also not wrong.
And who makes a very decent point, because Makoto Shishio himself actually worked for the people who try to overthrow the government, and then the government feared him and tried to kill him behind his back. So it turns out he has a decent reason for revenge, but his plans is way more than just for revenge. I won't get into more detail just yet, but
we don't have time.
It's a whole Japanese history. But he has a lot of good points, is basically the summarization of that. And so it becomes this battle of the old assassin versus the new assassin, kind of, you know, despite Kenshin's kind of retired. And it's this big epic fight, and Shishio, he looks silly. He's a big bandage man. So he looks silly if you just look at the manga or anime pictures, but he's very intimidating. In the dub, he's voiced by Stephen Bloom. So if you're a Cowboy Bebop fan, maybe that will maybe tickle your fancy. It does for me, at least. So yes, and like I said, so there's that. There's the on-one fight because everyone's in Kyoto. We get the epic Kenshin departure scene. No audio. Or there's no. It's just music, I guess. There's no words. There's no dialogue. It's all just visual effect and music cues, and it's very like one of these magical anime moments that sticks in my head. I'm hearing the music play right now. But yes, so you get all that.
Where did violence come
Like
from?
a lot of feels. Kenshin has to go back to his master and learn the final secret swords, the Hiten Mitsurugi style. He has yet to master. Exactly, and all that. The Kyuzo, don't forget all that.
And poor people had to say that in English. I feel sorry for them.
Every time. What a mouthful that was. Everyone gets to train up. Sanosuke, who's the Fuchinaka
and his sword.
Futai no Kiwami with his double knuckles punching. It's kind of stupid, but kind of makes enough sense for you in anime nonsense worlds. So, like I said, everyone levels up. Carol actually fights someone. Hey, look at that. One for the ladies. Mark it down. We get the 13 swords, the Juppon Gantana, I believe. And yeah, it's just really, I mean, I keep rolling on and on and on.
Yeah,
the big epic showdown versus Shishio. The build up to get to Shishio is pretty hype. The Saito fight, which is even too bloody for an anime. If you read the manga version, it's even more bloodier.
I still love the edited anime version we saw.
Oh, there's the edited version they broadcast. Yeah,
like wow,
why is that guy on the wall? Oh, that'll keep you on the wall. That'll do it. Yeah, a lot of I could just keep going on and on, but a lot of epic fights, a lot of feels. It's an all-in-one package.
Right, which one do you think is gonna pick right now?
Oh, Bleach, no hands down.
Hands down. So yeah, and like I said, Kenshin's one of my favorites. The music does a lot of heavy lifting for that show, and it does it very well. And like I said, the characters, the fights, it's got it all. It's a kind of a tournament arc.
So Bleach for the win. Got it.
Ichigo, 100%, baby, 100%.
Oh, that's also another show title.
So I'm gonna
that's a different day.
Jot you down for Rurouni Kenshin.
I'm gonna stick. I wavered a little bit, but now saying out loud, nah, I gotta stick to my guns. I gotta stick to Kenshin.
Ha, you wavered. Miles.
Sorry. Well, it doesn't help because of him. I watched that. I watched it too many gosh darn times to count. So the music's playing in my head right now. I guess the only problem with Bleach is that after a while, Maya's like, I guess the fact that Ichigo has his whole speech where like, well, if I have to only get 3 days to get back, 3 days it is.
There it is. If I just do it, then it's not a problem.
I guess it's kind of the use kick out of school and back. I'm like, well, just do it, then I don't have to worry about it, right?
Makes sense.
I guess the thing was, because you appreciate the history of what's going on, some maybe little fudging real life events, but it was an epic time and things like that, and the whole string of events. Not everyone gets a good piece of the action in Kenshin, because then you got Aoshi, you got all the other
a lot of characters.
Yeah, there are a lot of characters in Kyoto, a lot, and it is a very epic moment, especially ending's epic when they go to theater mode.
Oh right,
the bar,
the black bars.
That's this is epic, right? This, and I said,
and now let's begin.
And how many times I seen it to not to vote for, so it has to be Kenshin because I cannot sleep. I will not sleep otherwise if I don't choose this right now.
Brainwashing after all these years.
Yeah, all 160,000 times. I felt like watching it was like endless 8 of Haruhi over here, just over and over and over.
So again, my vote doesn't matter. I was actually gonna pick this one too, but because of the off-field issues, I was like, I don't know if I can pick this one. So
it's a tough one, but in this situation, I had to go for it. Despite, I'll leave it at that.
Just some things to add to Kenshin. It's cool that, like you guys both mentioned, that everyone gets a piece of the action. I like it when they do that. Dragon Ball Z, you're doing that.
It's
Naruto.
It's a very rare to say.
Sakura.
One Piece and a lot of times does it too.
Yeah.
So I thought that when they do that, I'm a sucker for when they do that. And you kind of hinted at it. But to me, if it wasn't for this fight, I would probably not choose it. But before getting to this fight, I watched the new one, the new remake of Kenshin, and it's so true. The music carries this show because the same exact things are happening, and it does not have the same feeling. It's so weird how the animation is, I guess you could say, is better,
right?
But I'm like, no, I like the old one better. Like, I'm wondering what will happen if they switch the music.
We just switch the music, see if it does it.
I want to see what I feel.
I'll do it for you, Frank. I'll do it for you. I'll make it happen.
So, and now to the fight. I love the fight. What's his name? Tenken? That's what I call him. The blue kid. The guy right under Shishio.
Sojiro.
I love that fight. That fight.
Oh, that is a good one. I was gonna say that might say the whole next time.
That is my favorite fight of the whole series, of probably many series.
That's a good one.
I love that fight. The Shishio fight is cool, but for me, like if you would have switched those two, I would have been totally fine.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
I don't know. For me, that guy.
It is right before. It is right before it.
So overpowered. Like I feel like that guy was really overpowered. Like
he was a little broken.
But I don't know. That's just like
that's what happens when you destroy your nerves. You don't feel nothing apparently.
I love that fight, and because of that, I'm choosing that one too. So
all right.
Let's move on and see what's on the menu.
What's next on the hit list, Frank?
All right. So the next one would be Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament.
Ooh, classic.
And Attack on Titan. I'm guessing this is season 1 because it says Female Titan.
Female Titan.
All right. So Miles, why don't you tell us about Female Titan? Arc.
So it's
my favorite Titan.
Tell us about the female body.
No, that's for a different podcast. That's for the Patreon.
That's the After Dark.
That's the Patreon service.
Exactly.
That's the Patreon's one.
Exactly.
I guess because it's hard because it's just like last time. It's when it's like it's great, but the other one's gonna win. They would, I guess, is the fact that it's not really because there's always mystery about this other new Titan. Because we always know about Titans the way as at the moment Titans like there's big giant monsters come and eat humans is all they do things like that. Right. But there's someone there transforming into someone's doing something.
Someone's too smart to be a dumb Titan.
Yeah, and most of the whole plot is that it's poor Armin. Poor Armin, and he's like, man, guys, I'm pretty sure it's not her, guys.
Oh, that's a great moment.
And you see, like, but that's a tag time, right? Like, moments like, Tenno, like, please don't be wrong, please don't be wrong, please don't be wrong. I'm not wrong.
Fuck, please don't be wrong. And he's not.
Because just go down. Just go down.
Just come on down with this. Just get your ass down here, or shit's gonna happen.
Because he's trying to convince her to please go down.
Maybe Constance is like, let me just kill this bitch right now. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but you're not gonna do that, right, man?
You're right. What of us?
And overall, I'm trying to think. Is that no? That's probably seconds of what the whole reveal, or is that maybe thinking that's season 2?
I think that's referring to the everyone else.
Yeah,
I think we're sticking with the female Titan.
Right. I'm trying to because it's always.
Yeah, it's always like season 1. Anything up? You got everything from episode 1 to end of season 1.
And the fact that ending that gets a draw, I guess.
Kind of, yeah.
It's a draw. We don't know.
She pulled a Zelda.
And it's like, I don't know what to do this. And then that's it, I mean, but it's not good drama moments because it's like, who's this person?
It's this mystery for a minute,
and the fact that we're slowly learning that.
Wait a minute.
That the Titans aren't exactly what we think they are. There's something more than to them. They are
more than meets the eye, perhaps.
Overall, it just it's a lot like all Attack Titan, a lot of good drama bits here and there, and the whole who is this? Is it him? Is it him? Is it him? Is it
me?
Is it her? Well, obviously it has to be a female because obviously it's a female Titan. No, it makes sense.
You never know.
This probably the other's gonna win right now, so it's kind of hard to argue at this point.
I'll admit
just give it its flowers.
Just give it its flowers, and I'll throw in the flower as well. Spoiler, I guess. I thought the other cool part in that early, still early on in season 1. But the showdown in the forest with Levi's troops, that was a pretty heart-wrenching moment of these are the best of the best and they're all dying so quickly.
Yeah.
That was a pretty crazy moment. I remember thinking, oh my god, they're killing people in the show. You can't do this as anime.
And then sometimes they might be here one and be gone the next.
Don't get too attached. And that was the thing. Early on it tells you that. Welcome to So I like Game of Thrones, so how do I tell that to my audience?
All right. What's the next one, Frank?
One Punch.
So What do you mean? What's the next one? The next one, the next
the-
battle, or
Might as well move on.
are we not going to talk about the winner?
What's the other one? I guess
The other one is Yu Yu Hakusho Dark
You
Tournament.
might have heard of it
Yeah.
before.
So okay, we went there. Done.
I picked this one, but I think any of us could have picked it.
It was close. It was close.
Basically, this is a part where there's a tournament.
That checks out.
The tournament, and it's just badass because everybody fights, and it ends with
some
a really
people
cool
die.
fight.
Or get obliterated, or get flowered, or
If you like fighting, you've come to the right arc.
I think we'll talk more about it on the next round.
I
but,
think that would make
Hey,
best
hey,
sense.
arc system works. You know, you want to make money? Make a dark tournament video game.
If only. We have one on our PS2 game stock.
Where's the monkey paw video one?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna say Yu Hakusho. I'm guessing Miles Yu Hakusho and
Yeah.
Rei Yu Hakusho.
Oh, Yu Hakusho, my
All
friend.
right, wow. We all like each other today.
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally, we can
So
agree on
far.
something. We got a couple. We all agreed
I
on.
almost crossed out the wrong one.
Oh,
Easy.
Then
Frank,
we would have
easy.
just. It's too late.
It's official. It's official.
pen.
It's a pen. We can't go back. That's it.
no backsies.
Exactly. Kind
not-
of backwards tournament running out here.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one of the first round. I think I know who's gonna win, but I just want to hear what you guys think. So
All right.
Uh-huh.
first off is Hunter x Hunter Chimera arc. That was
Ooh.
my choice.
Very popular.
Apparently,
Very.
more popular than I knew. And Full Metal Alchemist, Promise Day.
Promise Day.
So that's the last arc of Full Metal Alchemist
Mhm.
Brotherhood.
It's all coming together.
Good luck, Frank.
So should I start or should you? You feel like talking?
I'll take. I feel like you've been talking, so I'll give you a break, Frank. I'll give you a break. So Full Metal Alchemist, I guess Brotherhood in particular, since the original Full Metal has a very different ending.
I argue one that's like, okay, that's sure.
It's an interesting choice. I will say that about original Full Metal. Still worth. I will say still worth watching. But yes, Brotherhood we're focusing on here today. And yes, this is the ending. I'm trying to remember. I mean, it's a whole epic setup where, for those who don't know Full Metal Alchemist, the Eldrick brothers are trying to get their bodies back because they played with science too much, and that is the goal. And it turns out they just want the Philosopher's Stone to fix their problem, but it turns out everybody else wants the Philosopher's Stone, and mostly a lot of bad people who just want to take over the world and blow it up, or vice versa, one of the and or both. And so it's this big epic showdown we build into for all these episodes, a 52-ish episode series, something like that, I want to say. It's this big final moment where everyone is finally together in Central City and is fighting for the heart and the future of this world. And it's a pretty epic moment. It's just, like I said, it's a huge build-up. It's hard to talk about it because it's just episodes and episodes, but with good pacing. So it's not a slog. But it's this epic moment where we get all the showdowns. In particular, the one that comes to mind instantly is the Fuhrer versus Scar. It's this big, brutal, bloody fight between the two of these people, who also the Fuhrer actually has is somewhat relatable, despite he's quite the monster himself. But I thought that was an interesting fight because Scar himself also makes some revelations of himself, trying to come terms with his past and trying to find a better future. We have the fighting for greed soul question mark on which side of the fence he'll land on. We have, maybe that preludes it, but are we including the fight with Pride? That's a pretty epic fight as well on its own.
You mean when they're like outside of the city?
Yeah, outside the city with the younger brother.
Why not?
All right, we'll allow it.
Yeah.
That is also a very where Alphonse gets to shine in his moment using said Philosopher's Stone, which is like, ooh, taboo. He's using the thing that you shouldn't be using. That was a great fight. You get weird Kimberly just showing up and kind of doing his thing and just being like the random wild card Joker on the field once in a while, and shows up at the end just to show that humans are just as fucked up as anyone else. This turns out humans are their own monsters, perhaps. So that's some good lesson learns you get overall. The crazy fight with Father, I guess we're calling him. I guess that's what you would call him. That's a pretty crazy epic showdown. Once again, just this long, epic, brutal fight that seems like it never ends, but somehow we find a little bit more gas in the tank and keep trucking on and trying to win this fight, because this is the fight for the soul of the world of what is it called? The land. It's I forget what in Full Metal, because there's different countries outside of
Europe?
Full Metal Champ. Yeah, basically Europe / Germany. Honestly, that's
Europe.
Yeah, Europa. Once it's like, I feel like I'm getting confused with every other story fiction of all time. Anyway, yeah, it's just everyone's comes together for this big epic moment. That's basically the way
It's
to sum
Smash
it up.
Brothers. Everyone's here.
Honestly, it really is, because all these people that you've seen, it's like, once again, like kind of like Game of Thrones, like you've seen, you know, he's over there, she's over there, and they're all like all over the world, and just like the end of Game of Thrones, but actually a lot better than the end of Game of Thrones. Everyone finally comes together to fight for what they believe in, and it's this pretty epic moment, and it's all summarized in a nice 90-second opening. So yes, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's quite the show, and the ending matches everything else about the show.
All right. Good luck, Frank.
Well, the thing is that I like that one better too. But tough matchup, Hunter x Hunter. So Chimera arc is my favorite one. I don't think it's for everyone, even though talking before the podcast, supposedly the most popular one. But what do I like about it? One, it's I like the whole thing with the four. I think it's four.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen or whatever.
Yeah, so it's P2, the red buff guy, the butterfly guy.
The butterfly guy.
What am I missing?
The cat girl.
No, that's the first one.
Oh, cat. Or is it just 3? Am I forgetting one?
No, there's 3. Because there's the butterfly guy, there's the demon, the beast guy, and then there's...
Yeah, maybe that is it.
Yeah, there's only 3.
I forget.
Yeah.
But I'm the last person to ask.
Anyways, I think it's really cool because Killua and Gon are the main ones, but they're not the strongest ones in the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like that the whole fight with P2 and Gon, because you need. I felt like, okay, so I read it and I like reading it better than the anime because in the anime I feel like they talk way too much, and when I read it I could just skip it. I could just skip it and go to the best part. But to me the best part is when they all start the raid, quote unquote.
Right.
I just thought that the way that was animated and the way it was illustrated in the manga, it just felt like a really cool moment. I'm like, oh, all this stuff going on at the same time. The odds are against them. I felt that.
Mm-hmm.
The fight with the king, I felt like the king won, but at the same time he kind of lost.
Right.
Well, he did die. But,
well, that did happen.
So it just felt like everything got wrapped up nicely.
Just a little bit.
I really like what game were they playing? Shogi?
Yes, I think so.
I like that girl. I thought that moment when she dies made me cry. There's some mystery with Gairu.
Who's that?
They show him like one episode like randomly, and we don't know who he is.
Oh, okay, well, it's a mystery.
We don't know who he is, but
no wonder I don't remember.
People say that he might be the final villain.
Oh,
and that's where they introduced him, and so I'm curious to see where that goes. What else? It's just it reminds me of the poor man's version of Fullmetal Alchemist.
Interesting.
Because
there are chimeras. That's true. That's basically what all the ant people are.
Yeah.
So that's an easy one right there.
Yeah, it's just for me, all the bad guys were overpowered, but somehow they got through, and it wasn't because I just powered up more than you. It's like the king. It was they poisoned him or he got poisoned
basically,
and then with the big buff guy, I don't even remember how they beat him. It was just
I think did they just punch him or does he punch himself?
I feel like they didn't. They just kept running away.
Maybe, yeah. I kind of zoned out. So
I know Killua fought him at the end, and he kind of like turned Super Saiyan with electricity.
Yeah, that happened.
But I don't think he beats him.
No, he doesn't.
So like that guy didn't get beat. The king didn't get beat.
I think they all die from cancer.
Yeah, like so, it was a fight, and you couldn't win. They didn't win it, but it made sense how they survived.
Right, exactly.
And it was just I enjoyed it a lot. Like I like that Gon lost his powers because of this, and to this date he doesn't have them back. So I kind of hope that he never gets them back, and that would be cool. That would, because if he gets them back, it would diminish this moment.
Use the Dragon Balls.
Please, no Dragon Balls.
Put them away, Togashi. Put them away. Aww.
And it kind of like it kind of gives me the Yu Hakusho feels, because later on they say the same exact thing they said, where the Chimera ants are B rank.
Yeah, right.
So I mean, it's just, to me, Hunter x Hunter is the Yu Hakusho's baby, and that's it.
All right.
I don't know why it's like no number one, but
People love it, Frank. As the producer who did the research for this episode, everyone loves it, and it's like number one on a lot of websites.
I would rank it high, but it's kind of like an asterisk, because I like it personally, but I could, like, speaking objectively, I wouldn't recommend it to a lot of people, because of all the dialogue there is.
So there is a lot. That's what I remember in the anime.
If it didn't have that, I would still wouldn't have it as the best, but it's just like
it would rank higher.
It would rank higher, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it got so wordy. They got a narrator go halfway through the arc. They had a narrator come in and explain you what's
He
going on.
did a lot of work.
Yeah, I mean, I was just watching something online today that said like where did you learn chemistry? And then they show this anime scene like, yeah, us Zodiac fight at 7,000 seconds per. I don't know. That's like seven times around the world. I'm like, oh, I guess now I know this.
Now you know.
So I feel like they do have like a biology class in Hunter x Hunter.
A lot of teaching.
I'm like, oh, I didn't know I was gonna learn something today.
Gotta take some notes.
They have a Dr. Stone and tell you how those things.
There you go.
Yeah. Miles, you wanna chip in, or should we just?
Let's say who won already.
So Fullmetal Alchemist. I think.
Yeah, I'm a Full Metal man myself.
Does everything right.
Well, it was a perfect send off for what we know, how the story's supposed to end, kind of, and it's a good conclusion. We did all we could. The music, like I said, the opening's pretty much like, it's
been working for this one moment.
We're here. We're at the moment here, there's some weird. I'm trying to remember. The only downside is we're trying to remember, why did they put Mustang? They put him through the whole portal thing. Was it because
they wanted his power or something?
Right.
There was some.
They why did they put him to the portal?
Yeah, they showed him the truth, right?
So they needed. I guess they needed 5 sacrifices.
Oh, that's what it was, right? They needed like several strong alchemists in order to activate it.
And to be a sacrifice, you had to have seen the truth,
right?
So they made them see it so that they could sacrifice.
Right,
them.
that's exactly.
Yeah.
I hope.
Right. No, I think you're right. That's what I remember.
Yeah, because I know, like,
I was thinking that too. I was talking about like what happens to Roy.
Well, I mean, I know what happens to him, but like, why?
But yeah, exactly. The details of how I remember what happened, but exactly how he got there. Yeah, I like Full Metal. Chimera Anarch. I'll leave it at that.
Well, I know you're not into it.
I'm not into it, and I can tell you why. But I'll be nice to everyone, so everyone doesn't send me their emails.
All right. So next one up. It's what are we at? So that was Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
Elite 8.
I'll lead it. All right. I think we're going to have to step it up a little bit time-wise, gentlemen.
Chapter Black. Well, I mean, I feel like we
did the heavy lifting, which is true. That's true, Frank.
So Chapter Black, Yu Hakusho versus Naruto Pain.
Ooh. Okay. Well, so much for that idea.
Pain.
So
versus Chapter Black.
Is any of you ready to vote? If you're not, then I'll go first.
Big fight or
probably Chapter Black still. The Chapter Black has a more overall theme at the end of the day.
It's got more to it. It's the smarter, highbrow. I got my high school graduate college degree diploma thingamabob.
Yeah, no, it's more theoretical.
The Naruto Punch is really hard, though.
Yeah.
Well, there was a good ending. While I think Chapter Black kind of gives you more thought-provoking kind of message at the end of the day.
Trying to think, do I want to play cheat mode and think big scope, or just focus on the match and not?
Why don't I go first?
You go first.
Struggling.
You go first, Frank. Go first.
For me, it's no contest. Pain arc. I like to see things being punched. I don't want to think about like what's behind their punch. Just make it pretty. Make it sound good.
And, you don't like a good quiz game, Frank?
No, man. If it's not Death Note, come on.
What if it leads to death?
You want to saw contact, face morphing off, or people flying over the place.
Yusuke doesn't go out in beast mode. He pounces on that fool.
Yeah, no. It doesn't. No,
it's not the same. I'll give you that, Frank. It's not the same. It's good, but not as good.
I feel like you're looking at it. I mean, we're looking at it different. For me, yeah, it's just like I'm thinking about the fight, and then also like, for me, I would have to think really hard to get to the chapter black. Like when I was making the list, I was thought this one. I thought of the Dark Tournament. I thought
everything but this one.
Yeah, chapter black. I'm like, ooh. Somebody would have to yell it at the back row, like, hey, chapter black. Oh yeah,
that would have been me.
So it's like, and I'm like, okay, I guess I can see.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's. I feel like this is apples and oranges.
That's also true. They're pretty different.
Like yes, they're both fights, but you like them for different reasons.
Exactly. That's a good point. Friend.
In my opinion, like I'm just going for the fight. I'm going for which one's more memorable. So I mean, this is more my style. So
that's true.
But vote with whatever you want.
All right, Frank. I'm gonna have to go against you, Frank, and still stick with Chapter Black. I like Naruto. That fight is so epic. A lot of emotions, feels. The animation alone is its own thing. But as Miles hinted at, and what's always been hinted to me is just that
it's your more style. It's
a little bit more style. It's that highbrow, doing a couple more fancy, cool writing things that I support.
It's the snobby pick.
It's pretty much my fancy bottle of wine, swirling, giving it a whiff. Yes, Chapter Black, please.
With his monocle and Zascott right in place.
Exactly. So yes, Chapter Black still is getting my vote, but I thought about it.
You thought about it. All right, Miles, you want to break the tie?
I said earlier, Chapter Black.
He went on.
All right, cool.
All right.
So I'm sorry, Pain. I feel your pain.
Because now it's dead, I forgot to bring it up.
His pain won't be greater than his.
One of my other favorite moments of Pain arc is the conclusion after the fighting is over, but I guess the mental fighting is still kind of going on. Because a lot of times in shonen stuff, it's always like the main protagonist just like, well, I'll forgive you because it's the right thing to do, and this and that. It's just like hunky dory, Goku, thumbs up, it's fine, everything's okay. But Naruto's like, I'll forgive you, but I want to fucking rip out your head so badly. But because Jiraiya said to believe in you, I'm going to believe in you. There's little moments like that. It's just like makes me like, there it is. Practicality and reality in my own Shonen Jump. Who would have thunk?
It's too late.
It's too late.
No.
All right.
I'm mad at you.
All right, Frank. All right. I try.
All right. Let's go with Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga versus
the heart of Dragon Ball Z.
Rurouni Kenshin. Kyoto arc.
Oh, you do me dirty, Frank. You do me dirty.
You didn't see it coming.
Damn, this one's tough.
I need a minute, I'll tell you that.
He needs a minute.
Miles, you need a minute?
Well, see, the problem is, just like the last one, the problem is that there's two different things we're talking about here.
Yeah. Because
overall, you appreciate the historical aspects of one. What other one's so iconic? Everybody every kid, everybody, your own mother knows about Dragon Ball.
You don't have a problem with it last. You easily picked Chapter Black. So I'm gonna go first because you guys are.
Help me out, Frank. Help us out.
Same reason. I'm gonna go with Frieza because it's the more action one, the music. It's the one I remember. It's actually the first one I wrote down on my list. So
it did pop up in my eye early on.
I get it. I think if they remade Kenshin right with the same music, this one might
the Frank cut.
Yeah. What do you call it? One pace Kenshin version.
Exactly.
It might get there, but right now, no. Like to me, it's almost a no contest. I mean, like, how can you go against Super Saiyan?
Different weird forms he has.
Yeah.
He's like an alien form in the third one.
The Ginyu Force.
Oh, Ginyu Force. Ginyu Force is not bad.
So, yeah, that's my vote.
Fuck. Nostalgia versus other nostalgia.
I think I'm going to go with Frank. That's why I think it'd be the Frieza one because Frieza, I put Dragon Ball Z on the map. Everyone knows it. You can argue, you don't have to really watch anything else. You can pretty much watch the Frieza saga and that's it, right? You could argue that.
I think that's tough. Part of me wants to be, once again, the snobs, monocle. Oh, Kenshin. No one's seen Kenshin. No one remembers Kenshin. So I should pick Kenshin. But deep down, I have to go. Dragon Ball was the first love, and I would very regrettably just as bad as what was the one?
Flip flopper.
It can happen. It can happen. I also voted for Frieza's saga as well. But yeah, I think Frieza still has it. It's Goku, and he's doing the Goku thing, and it's so good. It's so good.
Get off
Alright.
of my plane.
Let's go with an easier matchup. I'm gonna give you guys a break.
Please, Frank, I need it.
Fullmetal Alchemist, Promised Day
Mm-hmm.
versus My Hero Academia Yakuza arc.
Full metal.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah,
Even though this is probably my favorite My Hero Academia,
Right, yeah.
like it's no contest.
It's yeah, because it's so early. Like, well, not early. It's like in the middle of My Hero currently, and this is the epic climax of.
It's
Fullmetal.
like playing. It's like if Brazil played LA Galaxy. Like,
What do you say, Frank?
I'm
we have the
saying
best
it's
team.
no contest. Like
out here in LA. What do you do?
It's over already, Frank. They don't know. They don't know.
we don't even have to
They don't
play.
know
Like
yet. They already lost. They forfeited before they showed up. They didn't come to the stadium.
Yeah, you got the aura, whatever, and it's like, oh, I don't want to touch that.
No, Full Metal. It's a lot of hype, a
you're
lot of
not
epicness.
you're not at my level yet. You're 200 years too early.
exactly.
All right.
Despite they have some similarities, now I think about it. Everyone likes to transmute things in both those stories.
All right. So the final Elite 8 matchup,
All right.
Yu Hakusho Dark Tournament versus Attack on Titan Basement Arc,
Ooh.
or AKA Season 3 Part 2. I'll go first because I
Go for it, Frank. Go for it. Sorry.
Ooh, I thought I was ready. I thought
the guy.
I'm not prepared. Oh shit, where's? Oh
No, he tried to load the gun, ready to go, and it's like, oh, they fumbled in. Like, okay, give me a minute.
Need to reload.
This is tough.
Because now you got all the fighting of.
Now
Dark
I'm
Tournament.
the flip flopper.
Now and you got the drama with
Now-
some fighting.
Because now I feel like Attack on Titan is the snobby pick.
Maybe.
You think so? Because look, if Yu Yu Hakusho is the more punchy,
that's
one?
true. Yeah, that's true.
and Attack on Titan is the more mental one.
That's true.
And there is action, but it's more like, why did this one pass?
Mm-hmm, right.
Because of the choice.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't because, damn, that fight with Levi on the B side.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Which is still great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that was. We talked about everything building up for that moment.
What did it beat?
He beat it.
Shoot.
Now I don't remember. We have to play it back. Tuning exam.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, shoot.
I guess also the same thing. I guess because it's also like, here's all these teams here. We're going to talk about for a hot second, and then they come back.
Wow,
All right.
This one's tough. I mean, I just watched Attack on Titan more.
Right, that's a little bit more racing.
I wish I've seen both of these, and so I can give them a fair.
We can't.
See, that was the thing. Honestly, when I was thinking about during this week when playing, it's like, fuck, am I gonna have to rewatch every fucking episode or scene right now? It's like, oh, I don't got time for
Or
this.
like recaps. We should have seen.
Yeah,
recaps.
right. We should have cheated.
What is sleep? Says Ray. I don't need sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm
okay,
ready.
go ahead.
I'm gonna monocle out Attack on Titan. It's got the drama. It's got the feels. It's still got the epic moment drama. Just again, I said I got chills when Miles said it out loud. Give up on your dreams and die. It's like, damn, that's hard.
And especially all the build-up we have because of part 1 of that season. Like
all the things they had to do to get here, and once again dropping like flies, and damn, and all this for that basement. They don't even know what's in the basement. They're sacrificing everything for something is going to be great in the basement. Luckily, it is.
Imagine there's candy.
I know, right? Like, oh, that's it. Remember to buy some milk on your way home. Like literally nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I love Dark Tournament. But once again, I said earlier is between Dark Tournament and Chapter Black. I prefer Chapter Black. I'm gonna stick to my word and stick with that.
I feel like I'm betraying my younger self by picking Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan hurts a little, Frank. Not as much as the Tune exam, but up there.
And ultimately, it's because right now, if I were to recommend both of them, I would tell somebody to watch Attack on Titan.
It's a little quicker to watch.
I think it's a little easier
Yes.
to get into. And so I had to give it an edge somehow.
That's true.
So, Miles, you want to give the...
What's your... Miles, you going to go against the Force?
Yeah, well, I mean, if it's a matter, I guess, it has to be Attack on Titan anyway.
Attack on Titan.
it's more emotion sustained. It's the most, because
fulfilling.
at that moment, like what I said earlier, but the fact that like you said, because there's like half of months, like, you can think this is sometimes they suck, sometimes they have good endings, great rap, but you don't never have a moment which you go like, I don't know what's gonna happen, because like you are either one.
We knew you said he was gonna win the fight, right? We knew that. That was a lock in.
Yeah.
How he was gonna do it, we don't know, but we knew he was going to. Attack on Titan, ooh, I don't know who's gonna make that choice.
And also the fact that it was back to back, too.
Like after blow after blow.
Like dang, and there was like everyone was gasping for air in that moment. Like, I don't know what to do with this.
It's a good moment.
So, congratulations, you guys made it to the final 4.
We did it, guys.
Yeah.
You want an easy one or a easy one? And by easy, I mean hard and hard.
Surprise me, Frank. Surprise me. We have to deal with it anyway.
All right, so let's stick on this side of the bracket. Dragon Ball Z Frieza Saga versus Attack on Titan.
Literally, once again, the idea of highbrow smarty pants, or just I go super strong because me Super Saiyan.
When worlds collide.
But yeah, I think, but if that battle, I still say
You ready, Miles?
the Frieza Saga,
Still Frieza, huh?
because I feel like at the end of the day, Dragon Ball's more iconic, because without Dragon Ball, we wouldn't have moment, and the fact that it's a very iconic like saga,
right?
Everyone ear copies of, everyone makes similar react or similar allocation to them. It's
what's the best? Here's a random question for an opener. What's the best emotional drama beat in the Frieza saga? Since I need something to help comparison, so my brain can comprehend these two. Because, like I said, we talk about the moment with the captain where Levi tells him, "Now that's it, dog," and this and that, the big choices, right? So what's the big heavy drama moment? Because I could think of one in the Frieza arc that's coming to mind. I'm curious if there's anything.
Are you talking about Krillin?
No, that could count, but not really. I was thinking more of the Vegeta scene.
I don't know.
I was saying, but I'm hoping there's something I'm forgetting as a big dramatic moment.
I don't know. Maybe
I love the drama.
Maybe I'm kind of thinking maybe like Goku arrives and hugs Gohan, like everything's gonna be okay.
Right.
Does that happen, or am I making it up?
Kind of. Maybe not literally that, but pretty close. Where he just shows up and saves the day when once again it looks like they're about to die and lose.
Well, there's a moment when he tells Gohan to go to.
Oh, I just remember. I'm sorry, Miles. Go ahead. What were you saying?
When he tells Gohan to go, take her and get out of here.
Oh, I can't control. That's not bad.
And because it was the first time you see Goku's little anger showing up, because there's some anger, but it was, we haven't seen that kind of anger since Dragon Ball when Krillin died, but
Porco.
But but the fact that I'm like, even Gohan's like I better go, right? There was no argument, I need to leave.
All right, I've made my choice, and this is why I'm choosing Dragon Ball. I thought of the moment, and I think it's only an anime thing too.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I love this moment. It's where Goku hasn't gone Super Saiyan yet, and he's kind of losing the fight with Frieza after he's gone to his final form. It's not even his really final form. And he's, like I said, he's getting his ass kicked. And Frieza's like got him holding the ground or under the water, and he's like kind of drowning him, trying to kill him that way. And Goku is like having like this moment of like, what will happen if I die here? What will happen? Frieza will go back to Earth and he'll destroy everyone I know. And it's like this big like nightmare moment that Goku's having in his mind, which is like very rare for Goku to have like this kind of epiphany and thinking process for him. And it's just this moment where he gets back up and fights, and he uses the Kaioken to his best ability, and I just remember that moment of him just charging him. It's like, I don't care if you're 1,000,000 times stronger than me. If there's a chance to beat you, I will beat you. And it's just like, oh, damn, man's serious. There's like for once Goku's like, this isn't a fight for fun to test my strength. This is a fight for life, for everyone I know, for Earth. And it's just like I said, the one time Goku kind of once again thinks bigger scale than beyond his own battle sensation. So that is why I picked it, because between that and Vegeta's soliloquy of explaining why the way he is some good enough drama beats that makes me go like, yeah, with that Super Saiyan, that's enough to take down Attack on Titan. So attaboy Goku, you did it yet again, you son of a bitch.
Wow. Well, my vote doesn't matter no more. But I don't know. I guess I'm fine with either of these going up. I'll I'm gonna just go against you guys.
I was gonna say you've been going against it so far, so I might as well stick. Let's be consistent at least, Frank. Let's be consistent.
I don't know. I saw it more recently.
It's on the mind
right now. It hits me more, but I mean, I ain't mad at this.
Well played.
I'll sleep well tonight.
Well played.
Toast,
well
Frank.
played.
Toast.
Like this, like it lost, but it's
You
like
punch real good.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah,
Pretty much.
Like yeah,
There it is.
You won.
There it is.
All right, now the other semifinal. Everyone's favorite chapter Black.
Everyone's favorite, Frank. Get on board. Choo choo.
Against Fullmetal Alchemist: The Promised Day.
Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
All right, finally a contender.
Ah, boy.
Should I?
I think we know which one you're picking.
Yeah.
We know where you're at.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
You've been getting against this this whole time.
To me, it's no contest. It has everybody gets involved. There's
True.
great fights. The story is great. The fight that comes to mind for me, it's the one with the brothers, the Alexander and the general lady versus the Sloth. I love that fight.
I do. Yeah, that's a good. I forgot about that. That's a good one.
And
I'm
then
a sucker for that kind of fight.
and then the teacher helps him out with the husband.
Oh, that's a good.
The part when the Fury just gets there and just kind of like
Just wrecks everything.
like they're almost winning and it's like nah. But
they're just like slowly just winning. Like 55% were winning the war, and then boom, back to like 30.
They're like, are we gonna win? Like we took over all the bases. Like
Holy shit, we have a chance. And then here comes this dick.
he just kills everybody. Like, all right, never mind.
Never mind. Literally just comes. Is he like coming up the tube and like he's just like chopping everything? He's just chucking everything at him?
He just walks up there and is like, okay,
the stupid two saber swords or whatever.
Yeah, just walking up there and just like
fucking psychopath.
Make it just like just even real quick.
And like the crazy thing is like all his like powers, like he's just like captain, he's just like strong human, general strong human, just like 10 level stats, but that's like about it. No magicalness.
He's just a guy with the shining gun.
Yeah, he's just really fast and kind of strong with swords. That's it.
What else happens? I like how it ends where, because I'm like, okay, it's sort of the question I have with the One Piece, like, what is it? Like, it better be a good, and then like with them, like, what is the answer? Like, what? And then like, okay, you have to give up alchemy, and then
right.
So I thought that was the fitting ending.
An equivalent exchange.
Yeah, I cannot think of a single thing I don't like about this arc/anime.
It's a lot of good things. Yeah, all right, Frank. All right, Frank.
Yes. All right, I don't hate you no more.
I forgive you.
Better than ready for some bunches in case, right? You're like,
I tried, but it's like I said, Full Metal. It's the build up, it's the hype, it's the Smash Brothers. We're all here. Here we go.
Yes, everyone's here.
Everyone's here. Chapter Black is still, like I said, one of my favorites.
All right, here we go. Here's this nonsense here.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Miles?
Miles, make it official.
Oh.
He's already given up. Are you gonna stick with Chapter Black, brother?
You gonna give the Monaco vote?
Monaco vote. They put that the Frank Monaco vote. Full Metal is a better one because there's too many kind of things. It's a proper end. We actually got a proper end to it.
That's what Yu Hakusho does not have. 100% does not have.
The perfect end. Everyone worked out at the end. Everyone's have the epic fights around. Then there's it's a perfect conclusion to that story.
Yeah.
All right, Frank. So we've made it to the final.
It's been some tough fights out here, Frank. Tough fights out here.
Wait to this one.
And so we have Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Promised Day versus Dragon Ball Z, Frieza Saga.
Dang. I just feel bad because I really kind of I know Dragon Ball by heart, right? So it's like Full Metal. It's like I know it, but it's too rusty, I guess.
I feel like there can't be no
right. There's no bad answer.
Yeah, it's just like
if Chimera and Heart got here, well, then we'd be fucked up.
And this is kind of like when people argue about like, oh, Jordan's team was better. No, Kobe's team.
No, he was better, man.
No, it's because
And then one guy in the room and said like, "No, LeBron's team was better."
Shut up.
Different eras, and then
you did basketball. Then you played harder, more aggressive back then.
There were shorts back in the day.
He was playing bad defense.
Yeah, who was playing against nobody? They're all losers.
So it's just like it depends when you were born. But like in basketball or in other sports, like you can't have one before the other one.
Right. I think we need to make Miles go first. I feel like he's been going last the last few
Oh,
times. He's been
let's go.
cheating.
What? No, I did not. I was like,
Just reading the room. All right, Miles. You're going to have to make a choice, my friend.
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball. All right. He's still sticking with the
Whoa.
classic.
Why? Because Dragon Ball, I think,
Has
without
balls.
Dragon Ball is the same like Astro Boy. Things that there's such a kind of moments that when that happened, it made present for everyone else behind it to have
Right.
a moment.
Paved the road to shonen battle arcs and everything
and
else.
it's very iconic. Granted, it's very obviously Full Metal has a better story.
Right,
There's no argument there. It's still probably with collusion things all right.
Right.
But Dragon Ball, that's what everybody well, my friends who aren't very anime focused people, they know what Dragon Ball the Frieza arc, right?
All right.
There's Dragon Ball on the cereal box.
When's Edward going to his own cereal? Come on, Edward. Step up your game.
Mhm.
Well, because you give up your alchemy doesn't mean you give up cereal.
And I think that's the thing from the news about the Dragon Ball theme park they're building.
There's a Dragon Ball theme park.
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Oh, yeah.
to that. Yay! But describing that part. But I think Dragon Ball itself is it's like Pokemon. It's like it's one of those things like everyone else knows it. It's very iconic. It's it's easy for people to understand. Like for instance, we're not dealing with this. You're dealing more with we're punching our way out of
Right.
it. So that's why it has to win.
That's why it's got to win.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. It's got to.
So for me, I'm going Full Metal.
Going Full Metal. Oh shit! Put it on me now.
I wanted to.
Shit.
I better go next.
I don't want the Eagles coming right away.
I don't want to be that guy.
Then we
Oh,
can blame. Let's blame the guy who broke the tie.
Nice.
See, right now
I will take that dollar from you, Frank. Thank you very much.
Yeah. See, Frank just verbally just went, that's your problem.
Thanks. But duck, goose.
Okay, so to
Frank's
Miles'
an-
point, I think Dragon Ball is the more famous anime,
True.
but for me, Full Metal is the better anime.
Also, probably objectively, probably.
Yeah,
true.
I mean, like it's apples. and
It's
oranges.
very
Right.
high on my enemy list.
There you go.
Um,
That it is.
and the way I go with it is like, yes, even my mom and my grandma know Dragon Ball,
Mm-hmm.
but I would ask this other question: Will your mom and grandma like Dragon Ball? And if you show them both of them right now, which one will they like better? And I know the answer because I tried it out.
I did a little test run.
And my mom was a fan of Full Metal. She didn't finish it, but like she was into it.
She
Like,
got into it.
It was like she understood it. It wasn't like, oh my god, why is this guy shooting fire from his hands? And I mean that kind of happens in this one too, but not as much.
Not as much.
And it's like
Only the one guy with the
See,
fire.
it's called key energy, Mom. It's key
There
energy.
you go.
And you use that, and that's how you make the Masenko.
There you go. Makes sense.
Yeah, so the way I see it is, even though Dragon Ball is that iconic anime, that iconic fight, I in my mind, if you show all the people these two animes, I feel like people are gonna enjoy this one more. And it's kind of like Dragon Ball has this advantage because it came first,
Right.
but I feel like if people put their monocles on.
Join me, monocle people.
Yes, just put it on.
I'll pour you the first glass of wine myself.
Yeah, and it's like I said, this has everything, and Dragon Ball has that one thing, but like at level 10, and Full Metal has like maybe level 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
But can he punch though? Can he? Does he go? Does he glow? Does he?
Full Metal Alchemist is Mario, but when he gets the star.
Interesting.
So it's an all-around character, supered up.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
but Steven, then Dragon Ball is pretty much what if Sonic gets all the
All right, now you know what to pick now. Now it made sense.
Yeah.
Now I know. This is easy. Thank you, gentlemen, for making this easy for
I
me.
think at the end of the day, is it Mario or Sonic?
Miles perhaps knows me a little bit better.
The real question here.
Sega?
See, so you do. See, we played the thing, so you always become on top. See, that's what happens here.
All right, gentlemen. I've heard both of your arguments. You make excellent points.
It's a Kyoto arc from Rurouni Kenshin.
And it is indeed, it's a big surprise.
Cut the light.
Surprise, motherfuckers!
He's
Play
gonna
the
say,
song.
I thought it was dead.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
You're gonna say, chapter black. Haha.
This whole time. But yes, I have decided. And it was thanks to Frank's words that helped me decide which way to go.
Oh no.
Because he brought up moms. And you know what show? The only anime show we ever got a mom to watch? It wasn't Full Metal Alchemist, brother. I'll tell you that. It was fucking goddamn Dragon Ball Z.
Did she like it?
And she liked it.
Oh.
She was interested. In particular, the Frieza saga was the one she got more into.
She knows a lot of Dragon Ball characters.
If we saw who Frieza, she's like, oh, that purple guy. Yeah, Frieza. That's that guy. He's like, he's a bad guy. Yes, mom. He definitely is bad.
Hey, okay, try showing her Full Metal and we'll come back.
Next March Madness is the Battle of the Moms.
I want to revote. I want to revote.
I want to recount.
It's rigged. It's rigged. I tell you, rigged.
Yes. So between that,
people on my enemy list are now ripping out right now.
there you go.
Hey.
Move over.
I try to help you.
He tried.
You're
he
the
tried.
one with the streaming channel.
Shit. Don't use the links down below. Unless you like and subscribe, then go ahead and use them. But yes, I'm going to give the nod to Dragon Ball.
Cut the lights. Cut the lights.
Cut off the mic. Cut off the mic. Yes, Dragon Ball is going to indeed take home the trophy this March Madness. Maybe also a little recent biases.
Not bad for a guy who made a GOG manga, right?
Yeah, remember that poop jokes. The man who's famous for doing a lot of poop jokes, and all his characters anime out of his refrigerator, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this man has made the greatest battle arc of all time, confirmed here on Taco Otaku.
I like carrots.
And why did he get strong? Because he got really mad. Brilliant.
I never. The S cells in the back. So you get the S cells. You go there. And then you come on your back, and that's how you get Super
Remember,
Saiyan.
he was the legendary Super Saiyan. Oh, and also Vegeta. Oh, also Gohan. Also the Trunks.
And Gohan.
Goten. Don't forget Goten. But instead of that, Goku was the legendary Super Saiyan. Oh, Broly. Don't count Broly.
All right, I guess.
Or Bardock, the real Super Saiyan of the day. According to the Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yes.
I guess Dragon Ball Z won.
Woo!
I guess my pick won.
I was gonna say, weren't both of them were your picks, no, Frank?
Well,
yes,
but we counted Full Metal as.
I think Full Metal was yours. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Full Metal. Just take the take the W, Frank. Just take it.
I like how he's like, do I hold the W or hold the L? I don't know which one should I hold.
Drop the L, Frank. Hold on to the W.
Just put them together.
I guess I just have good taste. Both of my teams.
You said it early in the podcast. You're a man of the people, Frank. You're a man of the people. You know what they want? They want smart endings and a lot of big, strong punches, and that's what you get with these two choices.
Yeah, I mean,
he gets mad.
I flip flopped during this whole thing.
I stabbed myself in the back a few times.
Most of the time, I was like, punch somebody. But I didn't. I wasn't like that with Attack on Titan and Fullmetal Alchemist.
And here comes Edward.
But anyways, that's how it is with anime. One day you like something, the next day you don't.
There you go. It's brutal, tough out there, man.
So Dragon Ball Z won, pending background checks and all.
Gotta qualify.
I'm hoping we have a Fullmetal Alchemist theme park to make more arguments for next time.
There you go. That's what it was missing. If only had that theme park, Frank.
We gotta get more moms to watch Dragon Ball and Fullmetal Alchemist, and then we'll have the real winner.
The real debate begins.
Right now, we only had 2 samples, and I feel like that's not a big sample size.
We need a bigger. That's true,
yes.
Frank. That is true. I'll give you that.
We need more R&D get on this.
There you go. We'll put it into our budget for next time.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Taco Otaku R&D.
All right, we have $5, gentlemen. $5 in the budget.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that ends the March Madness for 2024.
Sorry, imagine you older women are like, "Oh, do you know who this man is?"
Like in the room.
like, do you know who this man is?
The hell am I looking at? Ash?
Is that one of those cartoons? Good enough.
Sold.
Hopefully you guys had as much as fun as we did. Disagreeing with each other.
Indeed.
So that's it. Unless one of you guys have something else you want to add to the end.
Just stay tuned. Next episode of Taco Otaku once again reviews for the current anime season. We got Buchigiri What is it?
Tis time for torture, princess.
Tis time for torture, and what's the power fantasy?
Solo leveling.
Solo leveling. I want to call it zero leveling. I'm like, that's not right. Though I will watch the anime with Zero starring in it, though. I'll say that. So yeah, that's that. In Final Fantasy, hopefully more Final Fantasy.
We'll get out of there. Calm and promise everyone. We're gonna get out of there.
I'm gonna see what's at the end of that swamp one day.
Hey, after playing it for like probably 50 hours now.
Just rubbing my face.
50 hours and
here's your monocle, Frank. Go ahead.
plus other games.
Richard,
Just yesterday.
here's your top hat, sir. Here's your top
That was
hat.
before you picked me up.
Can I have somebody clean my monocle?
Let me get that rag for you.
Chauffeur? Charles?
My regular butler's not here today.
I give him the day off. The one day of the year he's off the whole year.
Oh yes, what I want to say is that remember how we were talking about where it would end? I'm starting to rethink that because I feel like we're not advancing far enough.
Oh,
Like this is kind of going slow.
So and perhaps my
Yeah.
guessing might have been a bit. I had to look it up and like, oh, you're talking about that part, Frank.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, and I thought about like that makes more sense, but apparently maybe I'm right.
I mean, either the game is a lot longer than I think,
Right? Yeah.
or because it's for me,
Don't worry.
or I suck and I'm not advancing fast enough.
She's slow, Frank.
But
He's only at 50 hours. You should be in 100 by
Come
now.
on, Frank.
jeez.
So-
What would Goku do?
Damn, all my Monaco friends are gonna make fun of me.
They're gonna give you a monocle.
Gonna give you the budget wine that day.
You know,
Frank.
if I ever make like something online, I'll put a Monaco picture, like a guy with a the Mr. Peanut.
There you go. Don't forget the top hat.
All right, how do we sign off of this?
However you want, Frank.
That's it for episode 31 of Taco Otaku. I hope I get to torture you guys again soon.
Soon enough.
All right.
Don't give me all this power because it gets to my head.
Goes to his head.
It goes to my head.
Yeah, not so fast there. I might have a chance this time. We'll see.
I'll come back next time and I'll be like, yeah, I have more data for you guys.
Stronger than ever.
DBZ was not the winner. There's an asterisk here.
No scouters allowed, Frank. No scouters allowed.
They illegally signed up. They didn't pay their fee. Something.
They didn't pay the monthly dues.
There you go. Dragon Ball, mother approved.
That's gonna be it.
There it is. It writes itself.
Mother approved. That's funny.